What's going on, people? Welcome back to Curtis Shaw TV, back with another live watch along. FA Cup football today. And why have I got it listed at 1-1? If it ends at 1-1, we'll be doing Arsenal therapy 0-0. Let me just change that. Big up to everyone locked in. Happy Sunday. Hope everyone's good. I'm going to be very relaxed today. I hope, anyway, as long as we don't do anything stupid. But yeah, it should be a safe passage to the next round of the FA Cup. And I think the draw is on Monday. So yeah, the draw is on Monday. Big up to everyone locked in. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and hype up the video after the video is finished, people. I hope everyone's having a good Sunday. It's raining all day. I always say relax, but then Arsenal. I remember against Portsmouth, I said I'll be relaxed. We went 1-0 down. But hopefully we handle business today and everything goes smoothly. But listen, let's go through the Arsenal team and then we'll talk about some other stuff as well. The Arsenal team, a lot of changes, some good changes as well. Kepa in goal, he gets a run out. The back four, Ben White, Calafiori, Mosquera, and Saliba. Saliba plays at centre back. The midfield, Christian Norgard, Miles Lewis Skelly finally gets a run out in midfield. I hope he does the business. Lewis Skelly is in midfield and Eze starts in the 10. The front three, Noni Madueke, Gabriel Martinelli, and Gabriel Jesus. That is the front three, people. So that is your Arsenal team. Lewis Skelly starts in midfield. The Arsenal bench, Setford, Gabriel, Nkapie, Zubamendi, Rice, Salmon, Saka, Trossard, and Victor Gyökeres. Do you know the thing the only thing, and again, I don't want to sound like Patrick Truman and, moany old man. The only thing I would say, people, for me, do you need the bench to be as strong as that? Like for me, I always say, if you're gonna rest a player, rest him. And when I say rest, yeah, no, I just realised Rice and Salmon, yeah, we got a dinner on the bench. But like for example, Declan Rice had a break today, but I want Declan Rice to be at home, resting with the family, with the radiator on. I don't want him sitting on the bench in the rain and the cold. It's just a different. You don't feel fully rested as a player when you sit on the bench. You might come on for 20 minutes, or a lot of the time, if you don't play more than like 30 minutes, you have to do sprint work after the game. I just think I don't think we needed the bench to be as strong as that. Listen, let me know. Do you think I'm wrong? I don't know. Obviously, he's got them there as an insurance policy, but come on. We don't need all of those guys on the bench, man. Come on. Declan Rice should not be on the bench. Let's be real. He doesn't need to be on the bench today. We're going to beat these comfortably. I've been in that situation before. A manager, I'm going to rest you today. I'll put you on the bench. You come on for 15 minutes and then you've got to do sprint work after the game. You'd rather probably play, to be honest. But let me know. Am I just a moany, old man today, people? Hope everyone had a good Valentine's Day yesterday as well, people. Big up to everyone locked in. But for me, Rice shouldn't be on the bench. Zubamendi probably shouldn't be on the bench either. But just me. Let me know your opinion. Mohammed said, real talk. Big up Shane Gooner. Make sure you go and follow Shane. Said, having to warm up, sit in the cold and rain, come on for 30 minutes, then warm down, isn't resting. Yeah, for me, I don't think Rice should be anywhere near the Arsenal team or the bench today. Dud Pistachio, do my eyes deceive me? Is Skelly in midfield? Bless up the ting, people. Hit those likes. Bless up Curtis Cruz and the community. Lewis Skelly finally starts in midfield, and I really, really hope he does well, because I think he's got an opportunity to do something there. We don't have a lot of depth. Lay said, big up Big C and everyone. I disagree with you. There's a surprise, Lay. But, we agree to disagree a lot of the time. He said, with the way the refs are moving this weekend, if we get a dodgy red after 3 minutes, we're scrambling. I know what you're saying. I mean, I saw that decision, Aston Villa against Newcastle. Clear handball. And he gives a free kick, even though it was 2 yards in the area. It's crazy. Yeah, no VAR in the FA Cup in these early rounds. So anything can happen. But surely, are we really saying we can't beat Wigan if Declan Rice isn't in the squad? We'll still win that game, no problem. Maybe then leave Zuba-Mendy there, but I really hope Skelly puts in a good performance. Couple of things to talk about. Ian said watching India versus Pakistan. Can't watch Arsenal under Mikel Arteta anymore. Well, the Cricket World Cup, man, that's a big game as well, so I'm sure there'll be a lot of entertainment. Big up David, who said, I'm fuming, no Saliba versus Brentford, but for the FA Cup. Well, to be fair, you know, Saliba was ill. He had flu for the game against Brentford. So maybe Arteta thinks he needs minutes. Could he have played Salmon today? I don't know. I wrote out my team. I said I would play Nkapie at centre-back with Mosquera, Calafiori and Ben White. I picked the same midfield. I think I picked the same front three as well, although I don't really want to watch Noni Madueke at the moment. But Saka just didn't look like he could run the other day, I'll be honest with you. Arsenal CS80 said, hi, I criticised Arteta online. I've had to go into witness protection. Listen, I mean, we obviously now I'm featuring on AFTV a bit more than before. So the guys who work there, they go through the comments, the general feedback, the messages that they get and stuff like that. And they said to me, like, look, you're the one that sort of seems to get a lot of the comments. You're loved by a lot of people. They're like, C-Unit, Curtis Shaw, I watch forever because you're on it. You keep it real. And then you've got the other side of the coin where they're like, get this guy off the show. He's always criticising Arteta. He's too harsh on Odegaard. You know, so if you should see some of my Twitter comments that I get back. When I just put that picture up of Zidane with the Arsenal badge, or I think I had a Luis Enrique one as well. Oh, man, honestly, they are absolutely crazy. Even some of them have said before, like, yo, I'll see you at the Emirates. All right, you see me at the Emirates then, mate. You know what I mean? I didn't realise Arteta was your dad. Some of these guys online, you would think Arteta birthed them, the way they defend him. But some people, they can't handle the truth, people. They can't handle the truth. But it is what it is. We're still here. We got the community. We ain't going nowhere. Who cares what they think? You know what I mean? Who cares what a hater thinks, you know? Too harsh on Pillowfoot. Yeah, apparently he's a great captain, according to some. But I just don't see it. But yeah, go into witness protection. You'll be safe. Are you and Turkish still boys? We're good, man. We're good. We will get the show back going. I'll be honest with you. I know we've said it for a while, but we will get there. As an American, I'm ecstatic with the Pulisic link, says Cole. I can't see that happening. I'll be honest with you. I can't see that happening. I think I saw that, but it's not coming from a good source. But yeah, who knows? It might be some of the, the midfield is too midfieldy. I don't see Pulisic coming to Arsenal. Watching India versus Pakistan as an Indian, but I started supporting the West Indies because of Chris Gale, pure power. Universe boss. That guy just used to stand there and just smash it all over the place. Didn't even want to run. He'd drop it. He could have took a single. He'd just stand there. Just whack it for 6, you know. It's crazy. Big C, what's your underrated player of this generation? Mine is Hamsik. He's a OG, isn't he, Hamsik? Always used to get him always used to get him on FIFA. With the haircut and that. Lay, I'll see it. Be careful. Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. It's like WWF, this YouTube scene, man. I'm telling you now. It's worse than the streets. Because there's no accountability. You get a bunch of nerds behind the screen. They think they can say whatever they want, but it is what it is. I don't care. Did you see Odegaard Man United link? Can't lie, I'm happy to see that. Yeah, they're not buying him. Did you see Tonali's goals yesterday? The guy's a baller. Guy's a baller, man. I hope we get him. See, do you maintain what you said, Eze, to Spurs? To be honest, with that last performance, I was with you. sounds horrible, what I said. And listen, I don't say things to be controversial. I say them because I believe them. And what I said on the last comment, some people thought it was controversial, but I said, at the moment, I'm not saying things can't change and work out, and let's hope today it starts working out. But as of the 15th of February, Eze would be having a better season if he was playing for Tottenham. Now, I'm not saying that he should have gone there. I'm glad he plays for Arsenal, but let's be real. At the moment, he's probably not going to the World Cup. What he does between now and the end of the season can change that. But Thomas Tuchel's probably looking at it now going, well, I've got Bellingham, I've got Palmer, I've got Rodgers, I've got Foden. How does Eze get in the England squad? He can't get a kick. He would have played every week in the 10 for Tottenham. Maddison's been out all season with an ACL. Do you know what I mean? Now, we can sit here from now until the end of the season talking about Eze. Is Eze not good enough? Is Arteta's system not allowing him to flourish? Does he believe in him? I think there's a combination of all of them. Eze hasn't adapted to Arsenal where he's got to do loads of running and loads of hard work. He hasn't adapted to that. But we all know that Arteta doesn't fully believe in Eze. Eze has one bad game, he's off. In fact, he might even be off by half time. Odegaard can do it week after week after week. Havertz can have a bad season and he will still come back and get in the team when he's fit. So there's a multitude of reasons as to why it isn't working for him. But hopefully he can turn it around. Football is a fickle game, people. Do you know what I mean? Shane said, Master of Disaster, Carrick. Carrick, I'll be honest with you, right, is the kind of player that in this game now, that's an 80 to 100 million pound player. Do you know what I mean? 100 million pound player. You look at the number 6 role now, you protect your back four, you keep it ticking. Carrick was an outstanding player. A lot of those players were before their time. You know, Paul Scholes. You know, I used to sit there and think, yo, everybody. You know, when you go abroad, especially, you speak to people, if you go in Spain and that, and you talk about England, they go, Paul Scholes, Paul Scholes. You think, yeah, Scholes is good, but these lot go crazy about him. Now, as we've got older and the English game is more, imitates La Liga with the ball playing 6, you can see why they were raving about Scholes so much, because he would run the game. You couldn't get the ball off him. You know, so many good players. At the risk of sounding old, and I know I bang on about this a lot, I just think, this modern game is just, I don't know, I can't even explain it. I don't watch football that often nowadays and get that excited, to be honest. And I'm not even just saying Arsenal. I'm talking about football in general. I've watched Man City a few times this season. They're not that exciting. Doku every now and then. Foden, Cherky, but not really. Liverpool. Who excites you in the Liverpool team? Not many. It's not like when Mane and Salah were at it and Firmino and Coutinho was whipping it in. Tottenham are rubbish. Man United, who really is that good for Man United? You know, and Buemo gets the odd goal, Cunha. I don't understand. I think football's just totally gone into a direction of systems and fitness. You've just got to be able to run. Run 10 to 11 kilometres a game, keep the ball, wait for a mistake, and then capitalise on it. Where I feel like 15 years ago, the players that we watched, they weren't waiting for a mistake. They drew a mistake from you with the quality that they had. Ronaldinho wasn't getting the ball and thinking, yeah, you know, let's keep it and see when there's a gap for me to exploit. He would just say, brother, give me the ball. I'm going to rip this fullback to shreds. And I don't know. I don't get it. Football is in a real interesting stage at the moment. I don't love watching football overall. I see moments, Lamine Yamal or Mbappe, or you get a moment, you go, wow, that's why I love football. But in general, I don't know. That's a good point, you know. I've heard players before say that towards the end of the season, players ease off in a World Cup year because they don't want to get injured. Yeah, you wonder. Ronaldinho was known for telling defenders to be careful. That was his thing, yeah. It's crazy, isn't it? Arteta played with Ronaldinho. at PSG. He said he roomed with him. So you would think he would love that football, but he doesn't. Dean Brown, big up to you, new member. Big up Unreasonable. Is it a miracle we are top with average players? Our whole team isn't average. Unfortunately, our attack is average. Now, I don't know if that's because they're not top players or because they're not able to perform because of how we're told to play. And he didn't learn a thing. Yeah, I remember seeing an interview with Frank Rijkaard saying he couldn't coach Ronaldinho. He was that good. Said I couldn't coach him. I just literally brought him to training to be fit, keep him fit, because he was that good. Just give him the ball and let him play. You know, you don't see that. Curtis, defending levels have risen up. Do you know what? I'm not sure I agree with that, Lumen, because I look at it now, and again, I know I'm harping on, the game doesn't kick off till 4:30, so we can waffle for a little bit. If I'm a centre-back now, let's say Van Dijk, who's probably the most highly rated centre-back of this sort of last 5 or 6 years. If I'm Van Dijk on a weekly basis in the Premier League, you've got Arsenal this week, Gyökeres. In a one, by the way, one striker against 2 centre-backs. Everybody's playing 4-3-3 now. So you've got Konate and Van Dijk against Gyökeres. I don't think that's too difficult. You're playing Man United and Buemo. Okay, it's not amazing. Solanke for Tottenham, João Pedro for Chelsea, Ekitike for Liverpool. Then if I rewind it to 20 years ago, okay, Van Dijk, well, it wouldn't have been Van Dijk. Let's say Sami Hyypiä for Liverpool. You're playing Arsenal this week. Okay, Thierry Henry and Dennis Bergkamp in a 4-4-2. 2 strikers, 2 centre-backs. And then you've got Man United next week. You've got, I don't know, Rooney and Van Nistelrooy. And the week after, you might even be playing a team like Leeds. Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank, Mark Viduka. Oh, you've got Middlesbrough away. Fabrizio Ravanelli up front with Juninho just behind him. You've got Bolton, Kevin Davis elbowing you in the face. Nicholas Anelka. Like, I think the IQ and the understanding of the game has had to change because they're so coached now. You have to really understand the game. But I think these centre-backs are getting a free ride nowadays, to be honest. I think it's probably quite easy to be a centre-back. Everybody plays with 2 sixers, so you've got loads of protection in front of you as well. Where back in the day, 4-4-2, you just had box-to-box centre mid. So, I don't know. I think centre-backs were better back then. Well, I don't know. What do you guys think? Dean said, bro, to me, Ronaldinho is the GOAT. Players today are not at that level. It's just not the system. It's the overall education of the players. Yeah? I just think there was a lot more freedom. Now it's about thoroughbred athletes. 100%, bro. You have got to be able to run and keep running as well. I miss players like Ronaldinho and Kaká. Yeah, I mean, you look at even Brazilian players now. They're not the same. And do you know why Brazilian players aren't the same? Because they come to Europe at a young age. So Brazilians are playing like Europeans. Do you know what I mean? That's why you're not seeing Ronaldinhos and Kakas and Ronaldos, because they would stay in Brazil till the 21, 22 years of age, that physical street football, and then they would come to Europe and start balling out. Now, we're going, oh, buy this guy at 16, he's the next Kaká. Do you know what I mean? Go and get that. So they come into Europe and they then turn into European players. Don't get me wrong. Listen, I'm making football sound like doom and gloom. There is still some quality and there is still some top players. I love Musiala. I love Lamine Yamal, Kylian Mbappe. Haaland's a beast of a goal scorer. But the game has definitely changed a lot. Did you rate Paulo Wanchop? Yeah, he was decent, man. You remember them long strides, and I remember he scored that great goal at Old Trafford. Remember Big Sam had a Kocha? Yeah, JJ, so good they named him twice. You know, remember his rainbow flick over Ray Parler's head? It's crazy. Big up Cooper, who said, bless Curtis, true legend, the GOAT. Big up C Unit. Hey, Cooper, send the bank details, man. You know what I mean? I'll drop you a little check. You know what I mean? People are going to think I wrote that myself. But listen, I'm humbled. Thank you very much. Legendary community. Over 3,000 of you locked in. The game, by the way, is on TNT Sports. The build-up hasn't started yet. It starts in 5 minutes. So a lot of people were asking what channel. To get this many numbers for an FA Cup game against the League One side is humbling people. Aryan said football is trash. Managers and coaches are to blame. Yeah, I agree with that. I think they are. I think players now, coaches want to control them too much. It's PlayStation football, everything they do wants to be structured. I think you want to see more freedom. Allow these players to play. Even with Arsenal, I look at our team and I think you can get more out of that front line. You can get even this front four today, Eze. You got to put your arm around Eze and say, go and play. Go and enjoy yourself. Go into the pocket. I want you to shoot. Don't be afraid to lose the ball. I saw an interview with Cesc Fabregas talking about Arsene Wenger saying Wenger encouraged players to make mistakes. Do the things that you're good at, even if it means you make a mistake, because that's how you're going to learn. That's how you're going to improve. I think nowadays they don't like players taking risks. You saw it with Jack Grealish. Grealish at Villa was ripping defenders to bits. He went to Man City. You thought your TV was buffering because he'd get the ball. He'd just like, he didn't want to take fullbacks on. He just turn inside and give the ball to Rodri all day. Let them go and play, man. Let them play. Wenger played beautiful football. Yeah, he did. Elton said, with Ethan in the 10, we would not have lost many points. Ethan's loan doesn't look to be going great now. They're protesting and everything at Marseille. Mikel building the team around the wrong players. Odegaard, well, I hope he realises. The problem we've got, right, and I don't care what anybody, people can say whatever they like. I have no agenda against Odegaard. I have a problem with players who don't perform at the level required, and this guy's the captain. Somebody's got to grab that shirt and stop him from getting it back. That's the problem. When Odegaard's not in the team, Eze doesn't play well. So you're making it easy for him to go, okay, let's put Odegaard back in the team. Now, Havertz might have got Odegaard out of this team because he had the good link-up with Gyökeres. But obviously, he's broke down with injury. So Eze's got, listen, bro, you're playing a League One team today. League One, brother. I've played against League One teams. You're a £65 million player. Come on. Today, I don't want to hear excuses. I don't want to hear about systems. I don't want to hear about he's not getting the ball. It's a League One team at the Emirates. Put in a quality performance. He has to step up. He really does. You can't go to that level, hat-trick against Tottenham, winner against Palace, and then put all these little meaty performances in. He's got to perform. You've got to put pressure on Odegaard. Play well today. Odegaard's got a knock. Hopefully you start then against Wolves. Do the business against Wolves. North London derby next week, you're starting. You scored a hat-trick against them at home. And then don't let anybody take that shirt off you. So he's got to do that. Forever gonna big up to you, bro. It said football is not exciting because of social media nowadays. Because of social media managers, they have more pressure now to save their jobs. So they play defensive a little bit earlier. Social media manager had more time and played exciting football. Interesting. It's is social media having an influence on the way they play? I don't know. Maybe the stakes are just so high now that managers are afraid to play on the front foot. I just think if I was a manager, and I know it's very easy to say this, and people will say, this ain't football manager, this is real life. But why would you, as a manager, want to play defensive football? Because I think if you play entertaining football, it gets you a bit of forgiveness sometimes. I think Wenger was at Arsenal for so long because the football was entertaining. Don't get me wrong, we got pumped in big away games. Mourinho's Chelsea would just beat us up off the pitch. We couldn't cope with them. But Wenger stayed in that job as long as he did because we went, but when it's good, it's so good. Do you know what I mean? Like, it was unbelievable to watch. Why would you want to play boring football? Because then I just think if you don't win and you're boring, you've got nowhere to turn. But I don't know. Maybe a manager would explain that. That would be an interesting conversation to have. Alexandra said, I'm Brazilian. If you start talking about not enjoying in football anymore, I'm going to cry. Our national team once had R9, Ronaldinho, Adriano, Kaká, Cafu, Carlos, and Dida all at once. A lot of people talk about, Brazil 1970, but for me, 2002 Brazil is up there as the best national team that I've ever watched. Um, I know people harp on about the Spain team, but again, that Brazil team, it was so bad. I had so much love for that team in attack. I remember sitting there when they beat England, and I wasn't even hurt. I remember watching that game, 2002, and obviously I wanted England to win. And Brazil won that game, and I went, well, if you're going to lose, lose to them. Ronaldinho dropping stepovers on Ashley Cole, doing a no-look pass into Rivaldo. Rivaldo whips it in the bottom corner. I was just applauding like, yo, this is different level, man. I genuinely think every football fan loved Brazil, maybe apart from an Argentina fan. And Ronaldinho's that good. I reckon he probably did mean that free kick because apparently Cafu, he whispers to Cafu that he's going to shoot. Curtis, not going to lie, Noni shows glimpses of R9 at times. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they've got similar teeth, Harry, but yeah. It's been a long week, so, you're probably on the wind-up. But this guy, Noni, is testing... He's testing the Arsenal fans' patience. If he doesn't play well today, I don't know. I have to admit, when I used to go to Jamaica, Jamaicans loved Brazil. A lot of Jamaicans used to wear Brazil shirts because obviously the reggae boys weren't doing anything in the World Cup, so they sort of attached themselves to Brazil, man. R9 is still to this day my favourite footballer of all time. He's the best I've ever seen. He's the best striker, definitely. No, I'm not even going to give him the 3 minutes because he's completely on the wind-up, Rambe said Argentinians play with freedom like Maradona 86. Arteta turns Arsenal into robots, too structured, overcoached, and afraid to improvise. I think we're at a point as Arsenal fans, and I'm going to focus on a few stories and look ahead to the game. I am definitely waffling today. But I think Arteta has just put himself in a situation where he said, I've got to find a way of winning. And this, to him, feels like his way of winning. But he's taken a massive risk because if he doesn't win, we're going to go, well, the football wasn't good and you haven't delivered. But I think 22-23 damaged his soul. I just think he probably looked here and thought, 22-23, I played front foot football and I got burnt at the end of the season. So he's gone the whole 360 and gone the opposite. People were saying he's the new Pep, he's the new whatever, but he's gone to the sort of defensive mold of football now that he doesn't want to concede. But we'll see. Do you remember the Nike commercial where they were replacing the players with robots? That's what it feels like we're watching. They don't even do adverts no more, do they? Think about the Brazil advert in the airport. They don't do these adverts. Unreasonable. Are you a victim of your success? Can't watch Arsenal live. Bro, do you know what? Yeah, I might have meant one. Yeah. How am I saying 360? That puts you back in the same position. What am I doing? Yeah, 180. I'm glad you guys are switched on. Am I a victim of my own success? That's a good question. Listen, I just consider myself a football fan like anyone else. I'm not an expert, even though I do definitely think I am an expert. But, nah. Do you know what? Unreasonable. I've had multiple times this season where I could have gone to games, tickets going. I don't want to go. I don't want to go. I hope I don't sound like a spoiled Arsenal fan. I have very little enthusiasm to go and watch this team. And that's me being totally honest. I don't think you can trust going to one of these Arsenal games. Today, I mean, a lot of you are in England. But if you're not, it's about 2 degrees. It's hammering down with rain. Do I want to drive to the Emirates, pay for parking, sit in the rain? Nah, I don't. Arsene Wenger teams, I told you I used to sprint to the ground from the car park. I'm chilling. I'd rather be in the house. I don't like watching football when it's cold anyway. I got to be honest. At the end of the day, if you go to the cinemas to watch a movie, you expect to be entertained, whether it's a comedy, an action film, you want entertainment. I don't want to go and watch a football game if I'm not really that entertained. I just don't. I'd rather be in the house, heating on, speak to the community, and we have a good conversation. Don't get me wrong, I might get a little bit glory fanish at the end of the season. You know, they a Champions League final, or we got a game to win the Premier League. Yeah, I might turn up at the Emirates in May and the weather's better and I can wear a t-shirt and that, you know? Yeah, going to these games now, man. I'm chilling. Philly said, regardless of how Eze or anyone else play, we are better without the captain. Way too soft. Yep, we're going to speak about him. Steve said, are you worried about dodgy refereeing decisions with no VAR? No, I'm not, because at the end of the day, if you can't beat a team, I mean, look at their form guide, people, on the screen there. Last 5 games, they've lost 4 and drawn 1, and they're in League One. If we can't beat them and we're complaining about a ref, I'm not being funny. Even if we had a player sent off, we should be beating them. So I'm not interested in the excuses, to be honest. I actually like watching games with no VAR. I'm just looking where Wigan are. They're third from bottom. And yeah, they've conceded 42 in 30. I mean, this should be minimum. I predicted 4-0. But if we score early, I actually expect more. I expect more. Left-footed volley said, Curtis, the way I feel is I believe we can win the league, but I won't be surprised when we don't. The iceberg is coming. Why pretend it's not there? I hope we're all surprised. I hope we're all surprised. Like I said, I hope we win the league. I think we can win the league, but I don't fully believe we will win the league. And that's because of the way we play and the fact that we've been here 3 times before and not done it. And also, we could be 10 or 12 points clear. Instead, we're 4 points clear. That makes me nervous, you know? It makes me nervous. But I hope they prove us wrong and win it. Nostalgia affects every gen. People 10 years from now will be talking about how they missed the tactical battles and set pieces. I mean, do you know what? Sometimes, do you know what? I think I look at life and football and the way things are. And do you know what? I'm happy with the generation that I grew up in. Do you know what I mean? I know when we was younger, our parents were talking about their generation, but I can see their generation did have bags of quality. I don't need to have experienced it to have seen it. You watch Cruyff, you watch Eusebio and Pele and Maradona and George Best. These guys are icons. Zico and Platini. You can watch football back and go, yo, those guys were unbelievable footballers. I'm that late 90s, early 2000s. That I am so happy that was the generation that I got to experience as a football fan. I just think it was unbelievable what we were watching. 98 World Cup, 2002, 2006. You go through every major country and look at the amount of talent they had. Do you know what I mean? And you just think, I'm so glad that was the generation that I was watching. You know, that French team, Henry, Zidane, like, oh man. You could just name one of them. They're better than any footballer in the world right now, to me. You put Zidane in this generation, he's better than everybody on the planet. Do you know what I mean? And that's one of them already. Just phenomenal. Kaka, one of the best players. Like, these guys were incredible. Hey, see, Miles Lewis-Skelly in midfield. You love to see it. You love to see it. I hope he balls out today. Big up Rambeer 007, new member. Rich said, do you think City will drop points? Yeah, 100%. I'm not looking at this City team thinking, oh, they're going to win every game. They'll drop points. The problem is we're going to drop points. Night is till 10 peaks. Oh, unbelievable. Unbelievable. No VAR. No little powder puff players. Oh, he touched my leg, rolling around. Oh, fight. Keane and Vieira. Them man were basically fighting on the pitch. I remember watching Romario, Barcelona, then Ronaldo. I mean, unreasonable. I talk about it to this day. The first striker that I truly studied as a young kid was Romario. Somebody said earlier, who's one of the most underrated players of all time? I would possibly name him because he's often overlooked when you think about Brazilians. You talk about R9, Ronaldinho, Rivaldo. Anyone who watched Romario, that is one of the best goal scorers ever. No doubt about it. I think he was overshadowed by R9. But Romario, wow. What a goal scorer. Him and Stoichkov at Barcelona. Crazy, crazy work. The toe poke finish. Oh, mate, he was incredible. He was incredible. Right. Anyway, we are going to focus on this game soon. Arteta definitely listening to you and judges. MLS, well, I think everyone's been calling for it, and he was short of options as well. Ryan said, is the combination of overcoaching and lack of personality in football worrying for the future? I think things tend to change. Think about when we were growing up. Every team in the Premier League played 4-4-2. Then Pep played 4-3-3 at Barca, and then Mourinho went 4-3-3. Rafa Benitez went 4-3-3. Now everybody plays it. It's only going to take one big manager to be brave and go, actually, I've got two really good strikers and I can't fit him in the team. I'm going to play two up front. Like Slot. You look at Slot right now. Imagine he just went, I'm going to go Isak and Ekatike up front. Imagine how difficult that would be to play against for two centre-backs. But you just got to have two centre-mids that can put a shift in. I think they could go Gravenberch and Szoboszlai centre-mid. And maybe move Salah on, because Salah is aging. You need two wingers that can put a shift in. Somebody's going to be brave enough to do it and say, I'm going back to 4-4-2. I've got two quality strikers. I'm going to rip your back four to bits. And then teams will follow. Football, it goes in circles, don't it? It goes in circles. If we were 4 points clear in 23-24 at this stage, I'll be happy because the quality of the league was better then. Now, no, we should be a minimum 9. Yeah, we should be gone. I've said this so many times. The league should be bagged up already. But our results, our inconsistency has put us here. Romario did that to himself. After winning the World Cup in '94, he gave up his European career, came back to Brazil to party. Brazilians like to party, man. Ronaldinho, he was flying back for Carnival, and every so often Neymar's sister was a birthday, but it happened to be when it was Carnival. Brazilians like to party, man. I think that's part of what made them so unique, Curtis, I'm going to buy a pair of Levi's if we win the league. Yeah, I might buy some as well, seeing as I was told to wear them, 4-4-2 with a diamond shape in midfield, Saka in the 10. Said it before and I've said it again. I think there's something in Saka playing in the 10. I think if he doesn't get that explosive pace back, you could get him there. Possibly. With the power, the shooting ability, maybe. Bebeto robbed us from watching Romario R9 at 94 and 98. Bebeto, he was a baller as well. He was a baller. Right, I'm going to talk about Arsenal because I've harped on, but I like these conversations because it's good to discuss the game and where the game's at, and do we think it's thriving? What's stopping it from thriving? I think we've got players out there that could be world beaters if they were allowed to thrive. For me, the reason I love watching Lamine Yamal so much and Mbappe, you don't watch Lamine Yamal and think, Hansi Flick is really coaching him and shouting at him and telling him what to do. I think he's just saying, go and play, express yourself. And Mbappe as well, no one's telling him what to do. This is why these guys are playing so well. I think certain managers need to say, Eze, go and play. Musiala, go and play. I think those guys would go up another level. That's what I think. This guy never reads my comments. Bloody hell, says Gargar99. Now imagine you've probably put loads of comments in that I've missed, and then I've ended up seeing that one. So, be patient. 4,039 people in the chat. Big up to all of you. Sometimes comments will be missed. They're not ignored. Just stay patient. Big up, Dens. Express yourself. Exactly, man. Express yourself. Dun, 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 dun. Our players need more freedom, especially Eze. If I was the manager, I'd walk in there, put my arm around Eze. I said, Eze, I used to watch you at Palace, rip up Arsenal. I remember he dog-walked Declan Rice at the Emirates 2 years ago. I went, we've got to get that guy at Arsenal. He's an absolute baller. This guy is a shadow of the player we're seeing at Arsenal. I am not waving the white flag on Eze. And I've been bantering him, calling him T-Pain. That's just my comedy side. That's my way of coping with his performances. You cannot tell me there is not a baller there. You can't put that performance in against Tottenham and then tell me that this guy ain't capable of nothing. There is a baller there. But you need to give him the belief. It's like they've stripped him of any sort of confidence and belief that he's got. You've got to get that guy playing because he's a match winner. He's that player that will give you a moment of brilliance and win you a Champions League quarter-final with, a mazy run or a pass. You've got to get that guy playing. Yeah, we can't have this T-Pain version. Got to get the guy playing. Got to get this guy playing somehow. But yeah, right. What are we? Right, I got a couple of stories here. What have we got? We got 13 minutes until kickoff. Big day for this guy. MLS. Come on, you. As I say, people, life is often about opportunity and grabbing it. Our midfield is not that in terms of depth. We don't have loads of squad depth in midfield. This guy needs to grab this opportunity and perform today. We know he's a natural midfielder. It's his original position when he was playing in the youth team. He needs to grab this opportunity today and do the business because we've only really got Rice, Zubimendi, and Norgard. Marino's out for the season. I said now that I think we're going into a new chapter for Miles Lewis-Skelly. I think Miles Lewis-Skelly's career as a left-back at Arsenal is probably over. And I don't mean that to sound melodramatic. I just think with Calafiori and Capia, you're now third choice. You might not even, he might even then go Ben White and Timber. He needs to now say, right, I've started my career well at Arsenal. I've signed a new contract. I'm on good money. I've got security. Now I need to become that midfielder. Even if you're just a squad player, you've got an opportunity today. Put this manager under pressure. You have to put Arteta in a situation where he's got no choice. That's the only way you get around him. Give him a situation he's got no choice. You've got to come in today and boss this game in midfield. Boss it. Eze's got to go in that 10 and be magic today. I'm not saying he needs to score a hat-trick. I'm saying every time you get the ball, you need to look dangerous. Skelly, keep the ball. Energy. We need it from you. I really hope he grabs this opportunity. Anybody that comes through our youth system, I want them to do well. I want Lewis-Skelly in this team or in this squad. I want Waneri to come back. I want Max Dowman to ball out here. I want these guys to do well because they know what it means. And these guys are Arsenal fans as well. So I really hope he has a good game today. See, they're saying the same thing as you in the build-up about Miles Lewis-Skelly. Keown, come on, man. Just message me, man. I got you. Keown was comparing Odegaard midweek to Liam Brady. Now, I'll be honest with you. Liam Brady's a little bit before my time. Cool. But I always say this. If you support a team, you can go back through your history. I've watched the 89 game at Anfield. I've watched Liam Brady. I've watched Kenny Sampson. I've watched Paul Davis. I've watched Rocky Rocastle. Kevin Campbell, every time we used to finish streams, we'd sit on the stream. He'd be telling me stories about Rocastle, like a Brazilian. How he played, how he drifted past players. I'm an Arsenal fan. We got all this great history. Well, I wasn't aware of it, so let me watch videos. Let me go on YouTube. Let me read up about him. Now, Liam Brady, he coached me once, right? I was playing for my district side, and Liam Brady was obviously moving into academy football in terms of his coaching, and he came and took a training session. Imagine me, a young kid, playing for my district. I'm an Arsenal fan, and Liam Brady's taking the training session. And I've heard all this about Liam Brady, how great a player he was, blah, blah, blah. So obviously then I watched a few things and see how good a player he was. And Martin Keown's going on TV and saying, Odegaard, Liam Brady comparison. I'm going, they got to take him off the TV. They got to stop him. Like, I get it, Martin. You got bills to pay. I respect it. You can't knock the hustle. You're on TNT Sports, but surely you don't have to go to those extents to keep your job. You don't need to say that. You just don't need to say that. Just say that you think Odegaard's a good player, if that's what you believe. You don't need to go wild and start comparing him to players who were top players at Arsenal. I just don't understand it. I don't get it. Like, support the team by all means. I get that. Defend players, but you don't have to say things like that. Big up Regine Brown, man. Blessed Curtis NG3 St. Anne's. Big up, man. Always, man. Always the home city will always be. Yeah, take the mic away from him. Keogh needs to be stopped. Let's read the programme notes from Martin Odegaard. This is what he put in today's programme, people. He said, I picked up a bit of an injury when Brentford scored their goal, but hopefully it's not too bad. We'll see how it goes in the build-up to today's game and over the next few days. I tried to clear the ball as it came down, but instead I kicked into the player a bit and ended up overstretching my leg, which pinched my knee. I was able to carry on, but on Friday morning it was very sore. So I was worried, of course, but thankfully it looks like it's not too bad. Those were the captain's notes in the Arsenal matchday programme. I mean, I don't want to say too much, but it pinched his knee. Was you injured or not? Because all I hear is excuses, mate. If you was injured, why didn't you come off? You were injured. Come off. They scored in like the 70th minute. Come off the pitch. Don't jog around hurt. Or you weren't injured. Which one is it? And he's out of the squad today, obviously. Let's see if he comes back on Wednesday for Wolves. You think Tony Adams will be going, oh, it pinched me. Pinched. Baby's pinch. Oh, you pinched. Anyway, let me not say too much. If I speak, I'm in big trouble, people. And I don't want to be in big trouble. Nah, listen. No, listen. We're not wishing no serious injury on him, Leigh. But I'm just saying, come on, man. You're the captain. I wouldn't even write that. You think I would write that in the programme notes if I was the captain trying to win the Premier League? Oh, I pinched my knee a little bit. I'd just say, look, I got slightly hurt. I may not be available today. Good luck to the boys. Hopefully I'll be back for Wednesday. Do you know what I mean? I'm not sitting there going, oh, I pinched my knee. Anyway, let me move on, people. Big up to Brian. Big up from sunny San Diego. Blessings to the community. So happy for Miles Lewis-Skelly. I want to see big goals today. Like I said, sometimes we forget how good players are when they're not in the limelight. It's sort of out of sight, out of mind. This guy Real Madrid tried to sign him in the summer. Real Madrid tried to sign Lewis-Skelly in the summer. Facts. He was on a small contract, out of the academy, balled out against Madrid, home and away. They were interested in signing him. He committed to Arsenal, signed a new deal, and then basically got benched. But come on. Go in midfield today and give him something to think about. Yeah, somebody sent me a picture just before I went live. So, apparently Zinni has sustained quite a bad knee injury on his debut for Ajax, which is obviously a real shame for him. Hopefully it's not too serious. And obviously, like I was saying, with Odegaard, listen, it's all tongue-in-cheek. Hopefully, he just said in the notes anyway, it's nothing serious. And he should be all right. No, I'm not basing my opinion against Wigan. I'm not saying... But do you know what it is, Perry? This is why football's crazy. If Eze has a bad game today, he'll get ripped apart because people will go, look how bad you've played against a League One team. But if he plays well today, people will go, well, it's a League One team. But you just need to play well and then use that as a building block. If he has a great game today, I'm not going to go, oh, he's amazing. I'm going to go, well done, good performance. That probably keeps you the shirt for the Wolves game. It's just about a building block. That's all I'm looking at. Even if Eze scored 5 today, I'm not going to go crazy. I just want him to play well so that Arteta says, okay, even if Odegaard's available on Wednesday, Eze's got to play because of that performance. Eze can play himself into the team or out of the team today. Because if he doesn't play well today, they're going to go, well, where do you go from here? You haven't even played well against the League One team, so he needs a good performance, you know? For me, the EFL final will decide our success for the rest of the season. We've got to beat City on the pitch and mentally, big up African side. That cup final, I can't wait for that game. Leon says, yo, Curtis, my family and I love watching your streams. Keep up the good work. Bless up to Leon and the family locked in. Always appreciate the support. Unreasonable, you will see Miles Lewis-Skelly driving runs will win us the game. I hope so. Big up to Doctor who said Pillarfoot's got a psychological injury. Soft. He's had a lot of injuries, hasn't he, this year? I think that's his 4th injury this season. Guna Genk, Martin Odegaard reflects the manager. Zero accountability. Shaking my head, says Guna Genk. Danish Guna Rocastle is my favourite all-time Arsenal player. I think it is prime. He would cost 120 million in our times. Odegaard is too soft for the Premier League. A lot of the older generation, they say Rocastle. I mean, I've heard people saying he should have a statue. Is he that good? Big up KDO with the super sticker. Really appreciate it. Ryan said, is this the guy that you look for when you're a goal down? I'm assuming he was on about Odegaard when I had the comment of him. Big up to you, Ryan. And Bleck said, Miles Lewis-Skelly should make the best of this opportunity. He has to. He absolutely has to. Big up to everyone locked in. Great numbers, great support. As always, the players are now walking onto the pitch on TNT Sports 1. If you're in the UK, feel free to share the channel. If you're in different parts of the world and people are asking for a link. And we've got 850 likes. Can we get 1,000 likes pre-kickoff? Which would be a massive boost, people. Somebody just said Saka. Saka ain't starting, is he? He's on the bench. Has there been a change? Obviously, I have the volume turned down. Sometimes I don't hear. No, I'm sure I just seen Noni walk out the tunnel. Oh, what? What's happened? Saka's starting. Calafiori's got injured. What? What is going on here? Oh, no. Lewis-Skelly's going to get moved. Oh, they're going to put Skelly in. What? How's that going to work then? Is Skelly going to get moved to left back? Or will they leave it? I can't figure this out, people. I'm baffled. How can where's Saka playing then? So, Calafiori has got injured. Skelly's at left back. I don't understand the midfield then. I don't even understand it. How are we going to set up? Skelly's going to play left back. I can't believe it. Let me change the lineup. Calafiori injured in the warm-up. Saka replaces him. Saka on the right. Madueke's playing attacking midfield with Eze. See, I told you they should have played Saka there. Put Saka attacking midfield with Eze. And leave Noni on the right. Wow. Big up the community for letting me know. I didn't even see that. So Calafiori injured in the warm-up. Saka drops into the lineup. He'll play, and he's captain as well. Let's change that. Calafiori out. Skelly's going to get moved. I've just spent 10 minutes saying, what an opportunity for Skelly. And he's going to end up at left back. They've got it listed as Noni Madueke attacking midfield with Eze. Right, there we go. We've changed the lineup. Saka probably needs a confidence-boosting game, hopefully, as well. Right, there we go. Calafiori, man, that guy. Unreliable. I hope it's just a minor injury, but he's another one. Injured all the time. Unless Saka's at left back. I don't know. We're going to find out in a second. We're going to find... Listen, Saka used to play at fullback when he came through under Emery. Calafiori's unreliable, isn't he? So injury-prone, man. Hope Skelly balls in midfield. Big up Curtis. A big up Gabby. I hope he is in midfield. 50 M&M Arteta visionary gimmick with Skelly at centre mid. Brian said, I want my super chat back. LOL, Lewis-Skelly at left back. Let's see as soon as this game kicks off. Some of you are saying Saka's at left back. Put Saka at left back. Put Saka at left back. Skelly deserves the run in midfield, man. Saka can play there. Remember England put him there in the Euros. Supposedly Madueke playing as a right 8, Saka at the right wing. On my TV screen, that's how it showed up. Saka was on the right and Noni was in the attacking midfield with Eze, with Norgard as a lone 6. A visionary is a wild claim. Have we hit 1,000 likes before kickoff, people? I hope we have. We are about to kick off. I'm going for 4-0. I'm going for a comfortable victory. We're at 950 likes. We're underway. Let's get 1,000 likes. Surely 50 of you. There's over 4,000 of you locked in. Big up for the fantastic support. And we are underway. Who's at left back? Lewis Skelly. Lewis Skelly at left back. Yo, Eze's doing kick-ups. Lewis Skelly is at left back, people. Who's playing in the 10? Is it Noni or Saka? Yo, it looks like Saka attacking midfield. This brother, you can't tell me he ain't listening in with EarPod Albert. I literally said it in this stream, play Saka in the 10. Saka's in the 10. Saka's in the 10 with Eze. Let's see if he does something there. So Skelly's back at left back. So we spent 10 minutes hyping him for no reason. Big up True Gunners TV. Why is he risking Saka? He shouldn't be featuring in this game at all. Why not playing Cape or Salmon? The manager is a fool. An unreasonable said Saka's inclusion has ruined the game for me. I think whatever we think, he looks at him as available for selection, but he needs fitness. You know, he's just come back. Saka in midfield. Chris is in the stadium. Big up to you, locked in the stadium. Wigan on the attack. Skelly must be gutted, man. All day he's thinking, I'm playing in midfield. Got a chance to ball out. What are you doing there, Gabriel Jesus? And then he ends up at left back. Matthew Mensah going from Tony Adams, the greatest captain ever, to end up with Odegaard. He's criminal. He's so weak. One of the reasons if we don't win the league. Arteta never learns. Rice should be the captain. Love from Ghana. Big up to you, Matthew. Yeah, Deckers to me should be the skipper, but it is what it is. Good defending by Mosquera. I've gone for 4-0, people. Easy Curtis Arsenal therapy was pure jokes. Do you know what? I actually came off that Arsenal therapy and I just felt happy on myself. I was fuming at the start of that Arsenal therapy. Like, that Brentford draw felt like a loss to me. It felt like a loss, but I genuinely felt better after that stream. We just talked through our issues, had a laugh. I thought, you know what? It's Arsenal. What can we do about it? We should be used to this by now, I'm afraid. It's crazy because I'm going 4-0, but Man City only beat Salford 2-0 yesterday, and Salford are in League 2. So, with Stan Kroenke at the NBA All-Stars. Yeah, I'm not surprised. When's I don't think he even comes to Arsenal games anymore. Josh is basically the one running the club. Still 4 points clear, so chill, but could be 10. Eze and Saka in the 10. Eze finds Ben White. Yeah, I'm going 4-0 Arsenal. The Emirates pitch been getting a lot of criticism lately, hasn't it? People saying it's the worst the pitch has been for years. Listen, I know we've had heavy rain, but we always have heavy rain in the UK. What is the reason? I know there was a big discussion online because people are saying that the women's team are playing on the pitch a lot and that's causing the extra games, but I don't know. I don't know what the reason is. Somebody said the other day that we've changed groundsman, so I don't know. We'll see. Let's see how Saka does in the 10. Is Owen goal playing? Owen goal and set piece is always about. Calafiori injured in the warm-up. I am just trying to see what injury is he sustained. I'll be honest with you, right? Calafiori now, second season at the club, £40 million or £45 million. That guy gets injured too much. He's far too injury prone for me. Sometimes injury-prone players, you've got to get rid of them. I know that sounds really harsh because he's done well this season, but he's injured too much. He's an expensive player as well. His injury record is not great. Left-footed Tomiyasu. I mean, Tomiyasu was a good player. Tomiyasu would still be at Arsenal now if he wasn't for his injuries, but sometimes you've got to move players on. Good ball over the top. Oh, it zips off the surface, runs through to the Wigan goalkeeper. I've got a feeling this game won't be as easy as I think in terms of me saying 4-0. But it might be one of them games where we go 1-0 up and then the game opens up. fair play to Wigan. They are pushing players forward. Here's Saka in his new 10 role that I've been calling for. Does well. Come on, Skelly. Love that. Aye, too much. Saka. There you go. Yo, Saka in the 10. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Martinelli, you're going to lift your head up, mate. Well done. Wins a free kick. I hope Saka balls out in the 10. But then saying that, he might start playing Noni on the right. We don't want that all the time. Play Max Stallman when he comes back. How many players have been injured this year in the warm-up? Well, I think that's the second time Calafiori's been injured in the warm-up. Doesn't say what the injury is, but just said he was injured in the warm-up. It's not good. He's only just come back. Eze finds Noni. What is that? Noni, man. Noni, I'm at the point with Noni where I just have to stay calm. When he does these things, I just go, yeah, it's Noni. We expect it sometimes. Saka played as an 8 or 10 in the youth system for years before breaking through at left back. Come on, Noni. Take him on. Rolls it into Jesus. Good turn. Cross the ball or shoot, Jesus, man. Why are you cutting back again? I did say I was going to stay calm today, right? I did say I was going to stay calm. Let me relax. Let me relax. It's just seeing Noni Madueke miss-hit a pass. The stress levels go up very quickly. Eze finds Noni again. Yeah, Jesus could have shot with his left. Noni, I twist up the defender. Again, doesn't want to use his weak foot. Is Eze 25 yards out? It's not a great shot. He's won a corner. Yeah, let me calm down. I actually came on this stream and said, yeah, I'm going to stay calm today. It should be an easy-ish game. And now I feel quite stressed watching it. Woosa, woosa. Bad boys, bad boys. What you gonna do when we come for you? And that's a man and nish nish noshna. Hey. Eze taking the corner. Oh, Yova's standing up. Everyone, look at me. I do set pieces. Oh, dear. Come on. Calafiori should be banned from warming up. Oh, mate. Twice injured in the warm-up. Make it make sense, man. Make it make sense. Yo, you guys, I'm sure you've watched Bad Boys, man. You know. You seem to be on good vibes today. I think it's because I know. I think we needed a break from the league. I think a cup game was good for us. Eze takes it short to Saka. Rolls it out to Skelly. Skelly with the shot over the bar. Goal kick. That Bad Boys 2 was hilarious. Got to learn the words. Yeah, it's a banger. Mike Lowry. Mike Lowry. Was that close? Nah, a few yards over the bar. Yeah, big up Tony Nitro with that one. I read that one. Mo Money Gona said, we are leaving this season with something. Denzel settings, yeah, and it needs to be more than the Emirates Cup. You know what I mean? We need something proper. Why didn't we sign Elise? I think it was tough because he probably wanted first-team football. Plays right wing. We had Saka. Were they going to give him that opportunity? Where Bayern Munich were looking to get rid of Sané. It's difficult. It would have been a great signing. I read that Vieira recommended him, but we didn't do the deal. Left back at Arsenal is a cursed position. All people played there are injury prone. Tierney to Tomiyasu, Calafiori, Zinchenko. The only exception because he can't play there. Yeah, no, no fake scores. We haven't scored yet. Although hopefully we score from this. Noni, no. Stay calm. Stay calm. It's Noni. You expect it. The headband's too tight. He can't think. So he should give the ball to Ben White on the overlap, but he waits too long. Now Ben White's offside, which means you should go on yourself, and he rolls it to him while he's offside and overhits it for a goal kick. It's just Noni, people. I refuse to let this guy get me wound up. It's just another Chelsea robbery, just deal with it. Look at Saka in the 10, I'm telling you. I can see something there. I want to see how he receives the ball under pressure. Can he take the ball under pressure on the half turn? Because wingers lean on the touchline where to play centrally, you got to have that 360 vision. Has he got that? I'm telling you, man, don't even let Noni frustrate you. Just enjoy the good things that he does. When he does bad things, just go, hey, it's Nonny. It's Nonny. We expect it. Here's Eze. Skips past one. Come on. Great ball. Oh! Just enjoy the good things that he does. Nonny Madueke slots it in. The headband loosened up. Talk to me about that Eze assist. Oh, my days. That's what I'm talking about. Great finish. What an assist by Eze. I don't care who the opposition is. And good finish by Madueke. Just enjoy the good things he does. What a ball, Eze. Skips the guy. See you later. Check the ball. Great run. Hey, yo, are you mad? Look at the weight of the pass. Look at the weight of that ball. I told you I'm not waving the white flag. I don't care who that's against. Look at that ball. Great finish as well, Nonny. I can't lie. Nonny actually is like, when you watch him, he's our worst player and then at times our best player. Great goal. Eze, hang on to that shirt, bruv. Hang on to that shirt. I did Saka in the 10s. What'd I say? Great ball. 1-0 to Arsenal. Love that. What a goal. What a goal. Now let's destroy him now. Eze, that's what I'm talking about. Foul on Jesus. That's a naughty challenge, man. Nonny said, listen, man, let me loosen up the headband and start balling out. He's been our worst player, and then he scores a great finish. Lovely run. Diagonal run, straight pass. You can be too harsh on poor Nonny. Nah, I can't, mate. He's on 150 a week, and he's another ex-Chelsea player. But that was a good goal. What a ball by Eze. Doesn't matter who that's against, by the way. Now, I don't care if it's Wigan, man. I know man are saying it's only Wigan. It's just a great ball. Listen, probably if you're playing against Bayern Munich or so, look at Saka in the 10, I told you. Now have you got the passing? That's what I want to see now. Has Saka got that little intricate pass to play a through ball? We're playing well now, by the way. Is Martinelli. Keep the ball. Eze, get cooking. Aye, did he try and meg him? He lost it. This guy looks quick for Wigan. Well done, Kepa. Heads it away. Excellent pass. Pillarfoot could never, says Doctor. Karma people, it's Wigan. No, but still a great ball, man. As they got an assist versus Bayern. Exactly. And Man City. He can pass. We're supposed to be winning the Prem. Couldn't be bothered if we win or lose this game. Nah, man. Losing this would be a disaster. That was a proper Arsenal goal. Through ball, bang. We want to stay in all these competitions. I told you, we got to try. We're not going to win a quad, but we need to try and win as many as possible. Man United are not at their best. Tottenham have been awful. Chelsea are not there yet. Liverpool have had a bad season when they were really favourites to win the league after signing Isak. And City have got vulnerabilities. We've got to try and win as much as we can. That is good play by Norgard. Really good defending. Good football, lads. Mosquera into Eze. Eze's playing deep and allowing Saka to go forward. Good ball by Skelly. Into Ben White. Nonny, you should be full of confidence now. It's a really good finish. Opened up his body. Slotted it into the bottom corner. Big up to everyone locked in. 5,225 of you. Big up to 23 locked in on Twitch. Nonny Maldo, says Callum. Man like Nonny Maldo. I want to see Norgard Zubi in the 8 and Saka in cam. There's options. Really, you could play Rice, Eze and Saka if you want Nonny on the right to give you that sort of speed. And then Martinelli or Trossard on the left, Gyökeres up front. I wouldn't mind seeing that against... No, Eze's balling. Lovely little... just as I big him up, he gets tackled. That's where you got to move the ball quicker. Hey, the guy slipped over. Luckily, the pitch is quite slippy. Eze needs to score now. That would be great if he could score. He's playing very deep, though. I actually think he's almost playing next to Norgard rather than next to Saka. Saka's playing in front. So Eze as an 8 or 10, because I swear we were calling for him to play in the 10. He looks like he's playing deeper than that. He's more in the 8 role. What's your 11 for Tottenham? It's difficult. A lot of it's going to depend on fitness and stuff. It'd be Gyökeres. I don't know. I'd love to see, like, well done, Saka wins a free kick. I'd love to see us do a little something different, you know? Play on the front foot. I always say can't beat a Curtis commentary. I'm getting some nice comments today, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Lewis Skelly finds Martinelli. Take him on. Take him on. You're 1v1 with him. Ah, they've doubled up now. Mosquera. Yeah, I don't know if he'd play Saka in the 10 in the league. He can get away with it against a League One team. The pitch is too slippy. Ben White with a back heel. It gets blocked. You can't find the game. Anybody got a stream for it? As I said, it's on TNT Sport in the UK, but I don't know where you're at for the 12th. So any other channels or streams, let them know. What I would like to see today is if we go like 3-0 up or 4-0 up, get Saliba off. Bring on young Sam and give him a run up. Keep players fresh. Probably Saka doesn't really need to be playing 90 minutes either. And maybe give Gyökeres the last 20, 30 minutes. I'm campaigning for Noni as striker. I think he's definitely a winger. Eze! Oh, nearly. I think he was offside anyway, Ben White. Unlucky. Brandon be talking. It's almost like if you make penetrating passes, then things can happen. Yep. Take notes, Mikel. Yeah. You've got to take risks to open up a back four. ESPN in the US. There you go. Or beIN Sports One. Big up the community. Danish Gunner said, someone told me we have had more than 1,400 days of injuries for our entire squad, only for this season. They got to investigate our medical department, man. Something ain't right. Everybody gets injured in this squad. Everyone. Paul, big up, Paul, man. Hope you're well, bro. Hope you're well. Met Paul on tour, man. He was with us for the majority of the tour. He said, bro, I think you're hilarious. I'm not even watching the game, trying to make my kids dinner, but I've got you on in the earpods. It makes sense, you know what I mean? You got to multitask. The kids need food. Big up to Paul locked in. I appreciate that, man. Shibe said, yo, Curtly, what's going on? All bless. Shout out to the original C Unit. Big up your damn self. C Unit to the world and back. 17 minutes gone. Fair play to Wigan. The one thing I respect about them is, you know, they'll be thinking they're going to get battered in this game, but they're still pushing players forward. Good ball by Eze. Gabriel Martinelli. Oh, lovely goal. Eze assist again. Martinelli, lovely finish. Left foot, bottom corner. Eberici Eze at it again, people. And it's 2-0 to the Gunners. Another Eze assist. Listen, that shirt ain't going nowhere. We kept the stocks, people. Look, Arteta's looking at the screen like, damn, I'm going to have to leave Odegaard out. Good finish by Martinelli. That is a lovely finish. If Alfred's locked in, they're the kind of finishers we always... How annoying is it, right? We needed Martinelli to finish like that on Thursday night. But here's what it is. That's a lovely finish, by the way. Left foot across the goal into the bottom corner. Eze. Listen, the only thing I'll say, Eze, you wouldn't get this much time and space against better opposition. But still, quality. Love to see it. 2 assists for Eze. And Martinelli and Noni Madueke, the 2 wide players with the goal. Love it. I would love it if we beat them. Love it. Yeah, you know, no pressure FC Arsenal are like Brazil 1970. You know what I mean? Take off the pressure. We're going to look like world beaters. But make sure you play like this at Tottenham next Sunday. Martinelli should have... Yeah, we needed that finish against Brentford. Is Martinelli top scorer in all comps? I think he might be. I know he's not in the Prem. But all comps, you could be right. He's I don't know. Martinelli's another frustrating player. He's another frustrating player. So he's only got 1 in the Prem, 6 in the Champions League, and now 1 in the FA Cup. So 8 goals. He's 8 goals. Nah, Gyökeres got more than that. Gyökeres got like 13 in all comps. Gyökeres top goal scorer in the Prem and all comps. Gyökeres got 8 in the Prem, 4 in the Champions League, 1 in the EFL Cup. Eze playing in the left 8 works. He looks good today, but it's Saliba. Oh, what a ball that is, lad. Can Ben White keep it in? Nah, the surface is too slippy, and it goes out for a goal kick. No more Rice at 8. We've had this debate for a long time, people. I've said for a long time that Rice is a 6. Doesn't have the creativity to play in the 8. He doesn't have the goal threat to play in the 8. Box to box, I understand, but because he's got that energy to get up and down. But Haaland, oh man, what's Haaland got? Oh yeah, Martinelli did score a hat-trick. That wasn't actually showing up. I still don't think he's top goal scorer though, is he? He hasn't. I don't think he's got 13 in all comps. That wasn't actually showing the FA Cup goals. No, he still hasn't. 6 in the Champs, 1 in the Prem, and 4 in the FA Cup now. So he's got 11. He's 2 behind Gyökeres. Haaland has got a bag full. I think Haaland's already got 20 in the league, hasn't he? Wow, he's got 22 league goals. 7 in the Champions League. That's crazy. Haaland's got 29 goals. That's not even showing it. No, he's got 30. 30 goals, all comps, Haaland. Mental. Rice has 6, bro. But he's one that can get up and down the pitch. But then, if you're going to play Eze left 8, what's he going to do with Rice and Zubimendi? So, I don't know. You'd have to play one or the other. Big C, the ESPN commentators are echoing what we're saying about Eze and the competition. Yeah. Maybe later in the game we can move Skelly and bring in Cappy. I'd give him a little run out. Definitely. Eze's cooking like Paul, yeah? He is. He is. You know what is with Eze today? He looks a bit rebellious. He looks a bit annoyed. He's probably hearing what's being said about him. Oh, Nonny, that's nice. I can't lie. He's cooked him. Rolls it into Saka. Saka pulls it back. It's an own goal. Arsenal have scored again. Saka, we are giving you that assist because I said this guy can play attacking midfield. 3-0 to Arsenal. Owen goal. Makes it 3-0. What a player. Owen goal again. Wow, we might end up winning this like 7-0 or something. Noni does well. Saka with the cross. Jesus. Did Jesus miss the ball there? I don't get how Jesus didn't score. Was it a deflection? Oh my days, Gabby. How did you miss that? Finish. Gabby, that's disgrace. Nah. How? No, real talk. How did Gabriel Jesus miss that? It hit the bottom of his foot and then the defender heads it in his own net because he's not expecting it. Gabby, mate, you're lucky they scored an own goal there because that is a sit-up. What a challenge that is by Mosquera, by the way. Saka in the 10. I don't want to say I said it, but I think I said it. But again, against better opposition, you would it would be more difficult. Big up to Richie Rich. Thank you for the super sticker. Let me change the score. Chance again. Martinelli can't quite get there. Jesus. Oh, it's cleared. Wow, this might actually be like 7 or 8-0. I remember City, didn't they beat Exeter like 10-1 or something? Big up Hickers. Every game I watch at home, the commentary gets muted and you get out on loud. Nothing like Curtis commentary. No, yo, the community. I love this. What a touch that was by Martinelli, by the way. I ran away from him slightly. Don't forget Norgard's role. His passing is exceptional and quick. Rice would have been dilly-dallying sideways, much like Gabriel and Odegaard, says Carty. Here's Saka in this 10 roll. Shifts it onto his right foot. Hits it. Oh, it's blocked. Martinelli. Ah, it's greedy. Should have passed. Alfred, here he is. Did you see the games yesterday? I remember people saying VAR is bad for the game. It was horrible without it. By the way, that's my striker, Nelly. I knew he'd be there in the background. Alfred's been calling for Martinelli through the middle for years. I remember we used to talk to Kev about it, and he makes them runs, don't he? But yeah, man, that VAR decision in the Newcastle game was shambolic. Handballs it in the area, and the ref gives a free kick. Paul, have a beer on me, buddy. Loving the stream. Make sure to like everyone. Paul, I'll get in touch with you, bro. I'll get in contact. Big up, man. And appreciate the super chat as well, Paul. Hope you and the family are well. A Singh said Jesus is offside half the game whenever he plays. Do you know the thing? I'll be honest with you, right? I haven't seen Norgard have a bad game for Arsenal. Eze's enjoying himself now. 360s. Look at the link up. Oh, unlucky lad. Unlucky lad. I have not seen Norgard have a bad game for Arsenal, to be honest. I don't know whether that means he should be playing, but I think we should trust him more. Look at that ball from Norgard. He's world class. Jesus, it's 4. Wow. Wow. I wish we could play in League One. We'd win every week. What a ball by Norgard. Jesus chips the keeper. This is genuinely an all-you-can-eat restaurant. Just keep serving yourself. I predicted 4-0. We're 4-0 up at half-time. What a pass, Norgard Pirlo. What a ball, Norgard, lad. That is a great ball. Buzz Lightyear, I'm telling you, to infinity and beyond. What a pass. They are absolute. We could win this 10-0. I'm not even joking. Norgard, great run. He's onside. Lovely pass. The weight of pass. Good first touch. Second touch. Chips the keeper with the third. It's easy. I can't lie. We could hit double figures today. We could hit double figures if we keep our foot to the pedal. It's a great finish. But you've got so much time. Do what you want. It's a fantastic finish. I've chipped a few goalkeepers like that myself over the years. I can't lie. But yeah. Bring Gyökeres on. I want Gyökeres to get a couple goals second half. Give him 25 minutes at least. L1 and circle-ish. You know that. Imagine a Wigan fan right now, man. How far is Wigan to London? That's got to be at least 3 or 4 hours. 4 hours. 4 hours in the rain to watch your team go 4-0 down after 25 minutes. They look absolutely done for as well, by the way. You look at their faces, they look like they can't believe what's going on. I mean, look at their run of form in the league, people. 4 defeats in a row in League One. Yeah, I reckon you go back to the car now and just call it a day. Or you book a hotel in London and have a night out. You just have a night out and just say, look, it was a day out, go around London, do a bit of shopping, have a night out. You know what I mean? I think we're going to win this about 7 or 8-0 now. I predicted 4-0, but it's going to be way more than this. Play Raya as a striker. Do you think anybody would ever do something like that? Do you think it would be like, do you think they'd call it, like, imagine now, like we were let's say us as a community, we're the manager. I've got that kind of personality, like 25 minutes to go. You see Gabriel Jesus coming off. You go, oh, Gyökeres is coming on. And David Raya's wearing a normal shirt with no gloves on. And he's going up front. Like, I think football, they would go crazy, but I've got that kind of personality, man. I'd do crazy things like that, man. You see it in, you know, oh yeah, Raya's not on the bench, but you know what I mean? Setford's making his debut for Arsenal. He's coming on up front. Yeah, remember David James? Didn't he play up front for Man City? They flung him on there because he was like 6'4" or something. It is a bit annoying. Yeah, I hear you. No imagination versus Brentford. Now these guys are spraying. Yeah, I hear you. It is frustrating. I heard an interview the other day that did you guys hear Saliba's interview? He said he was a striker when he was a kid. Up until about the age of 13, he said he was a striker. He scored loads of goals. What a shame for Wigan. I remember John Bussajaw played for them. They had some decent players. They were in the Prem, weren't they, Wigan? Remember Thierry's free kick against Wigan? Oh, they would. They'd go crazy. They say it's unsportsmanlike behaviour and you're disrespecting the opposition. But I'd start. They wouldn't allow it. But I go, right, Mosquera, you and Saliba up top. We'll put Jesus and Saka at centre back. But yeah, it's not going to happen, is it? Nelly on the 9 is a killer. Them runs in behind, man. He's good. Very good. Shay said, big up Curtis, love your content, always from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. Give us the Arteta imitation for Ezit. Oh, the most attacking midfielder in the world, guys. He's unbelievable, guys. It was my plan all along, guys. More than a 9, guys. More than a 9. Go on, Martinelli. Oh, could have been one-on-one, last defender. Saka, what a ball that is, lad. What a touch by Jesus. We look like Brazil 1970. It's unbelievable. We need to go League One. We'll win everything. Eze is the current winner of the FA Cup. Not only the current winner, the goal scorer of the winning goal in the final. Yeah, that guy created history at Crystal Palace with that goal, scoring against City. Hope we get an easy draw tomorrow. I was actually looking at that. We'll get that up at half time. Look at the results over the weekend. I think I saw something that 9 of the 20 Premier League teams are out of the competition, which means there are going to be a lot of clubs from the lower leagues. I mean, my old team, Mansfield Town, beat Burnley yesterday. They're a League One side. Norwich won. Wrexham, Southampton. Yeah, you just want a game that's not going to stress us out too much, to be honest. You don't want to have to go and play like Man City and add more massive games to the fixture list. You want a game that's pretty stress-free. Mo Money said, Owen Goal was here. We knew he'd be there somewhere. We knew he'd be there somewhere. Brandon said, laughing my arse off, want 12, but then the other side of me don't want the goals to dry up against Tottenham. Yeah, like a little 8-0. Let's do 8-0. Tony said, this is FIFA on amateur settings. Yeah, where you're just walking around the pitch. You don't even press the run button. You just hold the ball up in the corner and they can't tackle you. Why is this guy trying to spin Saliba, man? Relax. Pep wanted to play Neuer in midfield once. Pep's probably cheeky enough to do that, isn't he? Big up Pierre, who's gifted 5 memberships to the community. Big up your damn self. Mohammed, no pressure FC. Yep. We're world beaters. Rare in the 10 since he thinks he's a cam, said Zakai. Yeah, he's always... Oh, header. Is that going to go out for a corner? No, the goalkeeper collects it for Wigan. 33 minutes gone, 4-0. Alfred said, I always said Nelly reminded me of Vardy. Defenders hate a player that's going to make them runs all game. Both aren't skillful, just need a ball they can chase, hit one time, or need minimum touch. I think where the problem would be is because so many teams low block Arsenal, would he have that space to run into? So if he didn't, does he have that ability to pin defenders and move in tight areas? I think when there's space to run into, he's amazing. His runs are fantastic. But, yo, I don't know what's going on here. The weather's crazy outside. Jeez, what's going on outside, man? Wind and rain's going crazy. But yeah, I think Martinelli's at his best when he doesn't have time to think. Big KO Iron. Farteta found his level to play good football, yeah. We need to play League One teams on a weekly basis. We'd be incredible. Set piece FC. Oh, Wigan could be in. Great save by Kepa. Wow, what a chance. Apologies, I don't know who the player is for Wigan when he's on the ball, so I'm calling all their players Wigan. He should have scored. How did we do it? What are we doing? That's poor defending. He gets goal side of Mosquera. Ball whipped in again. Kepa collects it. Honestly, like, I don't know what's going on with the rain in England at the moment. Oh, don't start doing this. Oh, no, my channel's gone off. My channel's gone off. Don't do this to me, please. The rain along. My channel has gone off. The channel is currently affected by a problem with your satellite signal. Oh, no. Rain stop play. I'll try and get it on my phone on Sky Go. Is it? Please don't tell me we've scored. Are you bantering me? What is going on here? It's crazy what's going on. Have they actually scored? You're winding me up. Oh my days. You're going to have to tell me what's going on. Come on, don't do this to me. I've got it on my phone, but it's delayed. I'm going to end up about 30 seconds behind everyone. I can't. That's so. What kind of technology we're dealing with? Sky can't deal with a bit of rain. Luckily, I've got it on my phone, but it's going to be about 20 seconds behind everyone. Ah, dear. No goals, right? No, imagine the game got abandoned for rain. We had to replay it. Hopefully, when that rain calms down, it'll come back on. I swear, everything's happened on this stream. We've had the blackout where I couldn't get on the screen. We had the dot along. We've had all sorts. PSG in the semi-final, everything just went. Couldn't even stream that game. You'll probably get the goal before me now. The stream is too streamy. I've got the game on, but it's going to be behind you guys now. You guys will probably see the goals before me. The rain sounds like it's slowing down, so hopefully it'll come back on. Yo! Man, rugby tackled Saka to the floor. Just brought Raya on up front. I wish he did. Oh, yes, we're back. But it's buffering. Yes, we're back, people. We're back. But it's all over the place, though. I'll leave it on the phone as well in case. How far behind is that? So that's live. Wow, it's like 35 seconds behind. Big C, favourite song on your MP3 player as a teenager? Wow. Going right back there. MP3s, you know. I was just like, I just love hip-hop. Honestly, man, hip-hop. I had so many. Take him on, Nonny. Done him. Skipped him easy. Great ball. Oh, Mosquera could have scored. What a clearance. Corner. That is good play by Nonny. Hopefully the youngsters get some minutes in the second half, said Pierre. Yeah, I'd love to see. I mean, you say youngsters. Salmon's the only youngster. Maybe, would he ever bring Setford on? Would he ever bring Setford on? Give him 20 minutes? Vegas Gunner, I know it's Wigan, but does this kind of show Arteta is too conservative in league matches? We are passing through the middle. We do it. I mean, don't get me wrong. You're going to get an extra second on the ball when you're playing against a team like this, but it takes bravery to play like this in the Prem, don't it? As a in-swinging corner, can he get a hat-trick of assists? As a whips it in. The keeper drops it, but then he catches it. Man called Winnipeg, win a pig. Is that what I called it? Listen, it's been a long week, man. Winnipeg, win a pig. You knew what I meant anyway, but yeah. It's, you know the pronunciations at any moment. Ball whipped in, Kepa collects it. Farhan said, Arteta, please bring someone like Odegaard to slow the game. The B team are not listening to you. Nah, man, we're actually enjoying watching Arsenal. Do you know what I mean? We want to watch Arsenal play like this. True Gunners TV, big up to you, bro. Why can't we be this free-flowing in the Prem? I know it's League One opposition. But two-touch football is how you break a low block. Eze has been great, finally given freedom. Norgard should get more minutes too. We've said it so many times on this channel. We don't play through the middle of teams. when we're in the Prem. Everything goes to Saka and Trossard or whoever's on the wingers. And it's so predictable. Today, we've scored goals because Norgard clips one over the top. Eze plays a through ball. Centrally, you've got to be able to damage the opposition. But it takes bravery to do that. It's okay doing it today, but if we go to Tottenham next week, you've got to be able to do it in those games. Yeah, I agree. I think we should have put more youngsters on the bench. Josh Nichols and players like that. I would have liked to have seen them getting a run out. Big up Andrew Gasser. Hope you're well. Tommy Fliori settings. I cannot get overexcited. It should be expected. Always excited to support Curtis Shaw. Saka. Shots blocked. Big up to you, Andrew, man. I hope you're well. It's always good to watch Arsenal playing good football. You got to hope that this somehow inspires him to play different in the Premier League. I've always said with Arsenal, I think we're too predictable in the Prem. You know, I said before this game, I think Saka can play central. Now, he's ended up there because of an injury, but why can't you try that in the Prem sometime? Why do we have to play 2 sixers all the time? Do different things. Jesus gives it away. Let's make sure we don't concede. Luhana said, top of the YouTube algorithm for the search of Arsenal and more live viewers than AFTV. The King Curtis taking over. Big up the community. Listen, big up Robbie and the guys, of course. But listen, it's nice if we're top of the search bar, you know. That's where we want to be. That's where we want to be, people. Great numbers. 5.4K for an FA Cup game against League One opposition. Unbelievable support, man. Big up to you guys. Just do me one favour. Get those likes up. Curtis, thoughts on J. Cole's new album? Yeah, J. Cole's quality, man. Is Madueke, he loses it. Wigan on the break. Don't concede. Eze chasing back. We want a clean sheet. We don't want to concede. Skips Skelly. Skips Eze. That's a bit too easy. Oh, good save by Kepa. That was a bit easy there. Do you rate Igor Tudor? Do you know, I'll be honest, I don't know a lot about him as a manager. I know, obviously, he played centre-back, didn't he? I remember him as a player. I don't know much about him. I know he's managed a little bit, but... yeah, no shade. Just, yeah, it's great. Listen, what we always say, people, is this channel goes way beyond the subscribers, which is why I don't even get too caught up on the subscribers. It's about how many people are engaging with the channel on a regular basis. Like, the numbers are unbelievable, you know? 5,000, over 5,000 people in for a game. Oh, Martinelli's destroyed him. Cross gets blocked. I thought he was going to hit that. But yeah, big up to you guys, man, for supporting. It's much appreciated. Martinelli doing his favourite skill, the double tap. He's done him. Oh, he's turned him about 4 times. Cross it. He's destroyed him. Oh, the cross isn't very good, though. The cross wasn't great. Big up Mohamed. He's dropped the 20 in already. He knows it's over. He knows it's over. He doesn't often drop the 20 memberships in this early, but I think it's safe to say Arsenal are going to win this game. And welcome to the 20 new members. Shout out Mo for supporting the community as always. And big up to you guys. Make sure you've got your settings switched on so that you can be gifted. A lot of you been gifted there. Sir Digital, Kevin Nichols, George247, Tripler, Kits. Yeah, quite a few of you been gifted. So big up your damn selves each and every time, Mohammed, for supporting the community. I think we know this game is very much in the bag. Curtis, how would you feel if we finish second to City, but they get relegated or given 20 points minus from the start of the new season? Yeah, I mean, that wouldn't give me any satisfaction. We need to win the league this season. Jesus looking for Saka. Oh, unlucky. Those third man runs, man. If his touch was right there, he would have scored. No, I ain't interested in that. We need to win the league. Madrid versus Benfica. Is that on Tuesday? Is that on... I know the Champions League games are this week, aren't they? The playoffs. That might... You know what? Maybe, you know. Monaco, PSG, Benfica, Madrid. Yeah, maybe. Maybe as well. Benfica, Mourinho, innit? Yeah. Wigan on the attack. It's good ball in, good flick away by Mosquera. Even Arteta looks chilled today. Yeah, he needs to chill in the Prem sometimes as well, though, I think. Let them play a little bit. 2 sixes and an 8 versus 2 10s and a 6 looks great to watch. You'll be open in the back. Closes. We look like 22-23 Arsenal, and I love it. It's crazy because football, everyone all of a sudden started playing a 6, that Makaleli role as we called it. We've now ended up in a time where people are playing 2 6s. Do you need to play 2 6s? I'm not sure you do. I get it if you go away from home and it's a really great midfield you're playing against and you need that extra protection, but I think you could play 1 at times. Big Alfred, he said, remember when Wenger was almost like a father figure to the fans? You give me the same feeling, but on a brotherly level. The community feels like family. Yo, I love this. Positivity flowing through the community today. We are people. We're a dysfunctional community. Do you know what I mean? We got people from all parts of the world. Oh, Saka and Eze, little 1-2. Saka was blocked off. That's what we wanted. Like, I'll be honest with you. When I set up the channel, you never know whether your channel is going to be successful. Like, people might not take to you and it doesn't get good numbers. But I just did it because I wanted to express opinions. But the fact that we've got a community and there's people from within the community who've connected with each other, it's beautiful. Beautiful to see. Big up Alfred and big up everyone locked in. 5.5K locked in. And we're 4-0 up. It's probably the most relaxed I'm going to be for the rest of the season for any Arsenal game. Unless we get an easy opposition in the next round of the FA Cup. But the likelihood is we'll get somebody better than Wigan in the next round. But big up Alfred. Appreciate the kind words. Half-time whistle goes. Wasim said, when's Farley coming on and when's the member stream? Member stream next week. Got me wondering how many days are in your week. I'm looking really for the first week now where we don't have a midweek game, but saying that, that's no excuse. We should do it regardless. I think, right, I'll tell you when we'll do it. After the Tottenham game, which is next Sunday, we've got no midweek game. And we've got Chelsea the week after, like the following weekend. So not this midweek, the next midweek, we are doing the member stream. We get that penciled in. And that'll be in between Tottenham and Chelsea, so we'll have loads to talk about. In terms of Darren Farley, we basically were talking on socials, and he sent me his number. He's like, look, I don't go on social media often. Take my number, drop me a WhatsApp. We'll try and get it in. I think the aim for that will be the international break, which isn't until the end of March. But that is straight after the Carabao Cup final. So we're either going to be drowning our sorrows that we've lost and we might need some comedy to lift our spirits, or we're going to be so excited because we've just beat Man City in a cup final and more comedy will help that. So either way, we'll probably need Darren Farley to come on. Do you know what I mean? So we'll get him on. We'll get him on. It's good now because he does Arteta as well, so it'll be even funnier. Giovanni said, Curtis, I think this current team we are watching will be enough to defeat City. I know it's Wigan. Hope I'm not being too bold on that one. Do you mean this 11 that we've got on the pitch right now, yeah? Would you go? I mean, it is a good team. I like how we're playing today. I like seeing Eze and Saka in the attacking midfield roles. I know Saka hasn't scored, but I think he looks good, and you would need time to play in that role. You're not just going to be amazing at it straight away. I think with this performance, the key word is balance with this performance. I'm excited from what I'm seeing today. I have to take down the excitement a little bit because we're playing against a really poor team. This is a team that are probably going to get relegated from League One. They are third from bottom. They've conceded loads. So we have to take that into account. But also, listen, like I said, if Eze played badly today, we'd be ripping him apart saying, well, you're not even playing well against Wigan. So we then have to say, well, you're doing well against Wigan. And like I said, Norgard, I haven't seen Norgard play badly for Arsenal yet, to be honest. He's never been below a 6 out of 10, maybe. And he looks very dependable. You know, he looks very dependable. I think Norgard should be getting more minutes. You know, you should trust him in certain games. Those games where Zubimendi gets a bit dealt with physically, they're the games like Norgard maybe should have been playing against Brentford in the week. You know, but listen, well, credit to the boys. Credit to the boys. You look over the years, right? And I hope I'm not being disrespectful with this comment, but you always seem to have a player where he's just a solid player in your squad. You can rely on him. He's not overly exciting, but you know, I'm thinking of like, I don't know, who was that player for Arsenal back in the day? But you know, like a Darren Fletcher at Man United or a John O'Shea. They were always like just very solid players that would come in and do a job. Edu was like that for Arsenal, invincible season. You know, anytime he stepped in, he was solid. He never let you down. Yeah, Monreal at left back a little bit. He was very dependable. Flamini, yeah, he was decent. Flamini was decent. Ray Parlour, yeah, I'd say Parlour even had a little bit more. But he's been solid. I think he deserves game time. And fair play to him, because they say that he turned down loan moves in January. He could have thought, you know, I need to play. Oh, he stayed patient. Big up George, who's become a new member. Appreciate that, bro. George said, I, Big C, miss those Kevin Campbell vibes. Miss him hugely. Norgard needs to play more with Rice, and Zubby 10 would be interesting. Yeah, I'd like to see Zubby play higher up the pitch. In terms of Kev, it's just, yeah. I mean, we've spoken about it on a number of occasions, but I feel like the whole time Kev was on this channel, we just argued because we were inconsistent. I think he came on the channel the year we finished 8th, and then maybe the year we finished 5th. We never really had, or maybe the first title challenging season he was on the channel. Was he there 23, 24? Maybe he was. Oh, I forget anyway, but I just feel like the whole time he was on here, we just argued. You know what I mean? I would have loved to have had him on the channel now where we're just celebrating big wins and vibes in. It's just, oh man, we lost a great guy there. Alfred said, ever thought about setting up a community link up at the World Cup? It would be off season. Most can use it as a summer vacation. I definitely would like to do something at the World Cup. I'm really trying to plan things at the moment. I would like to arrange something. As I said, I'm just waiting to see if Jamaica qualify, because if Jamaica do qualify, that's sort of going to dictate where I go. Because if Jamaica qualify, I want to be where Jamaica are playing. I don't really think Jamaica are going to beat DR Congo if they get past this New Caledonian. So I'm sort of planning it at the moment around who do I want to see in this World Cup. And it's probably Messi's. It's going to be Messi's last World Cup. It's going to be CR7's last World Cup. I would like to see Lamine Yamal. I'm trying to figure out where to go without doing too much traveling. So do I just go to the East Coast and stay on the East Coast and do New York, Philly, and things like that? Or I would like to go to Mexico. I'd like to go to Canada. I don't know. Let's just see. Maybe Jamaica will shock everyone and beat Congo somehow, and then we're just partying for the whole 4 weeks or whatever. They brought out some nice new kits as well, but Big C is Sean Paul, Jamaica GOAT. Have you ever heard of Bob Marley? I wouldn't quite say Sean Paul is the GOAT of Jamaica. I think Bob is officially the GOAT of Jamaica. You know? Hicker said, Big C, I'm waiting for your branching out. Yeah, maybe we get that done at some stage. We delve into life and the upbringings and the football career and all of that. But yeah, community link-up would be good. Maybe I can set something up. I'd like to do a get-together somewhere in America. I've got somebody from the community, actually, has messaged me and said they run a bar in Miami. And if we ever wanted to, you know, do something. So maybe we could do like some sort of link up at the bar and do some Arsenal stuff and some giveaways, maybe something like that. We'll see. I need to sort of see where all the fixtures are. Bob Marley, then Usain Bolt. Yeah, come on. Sean Paul is he's big because worldwide he's massive. But nah, Bob is the king. And then yeah, Usain ruled the world, you know. On a sporting level, he was the best. He's the best sprinter ever, to be honest, at 100 meters. Marley, the GOAT of the world's I think Bob's legacy was bigger than music, you know? It's way bigger than music. And I think that's what makes him so unique. I still listen to Bob Marley's album now to this day, you know, because you hear the message, what he's saying. It applies to even the modern day now. Dream Factory said, watching live from Seattle, visiting my sister from the UK. Big up. Sleepless in Seattle. Don't it rain a lot in Seattle? Don says, a serious question. Do you think Arsenal should pause on giving Saka the 300k? I think that's been signed for a long time, bro. I said that for a while. I don't think there's a question of like, will he or won't he? I think it's already done and dusted. How about a link up in London? Arsenal are a London club. Oh, Fitz, he's not happy. I hear you. Definitely we will. Especially if we win the league. I've made a few contacts as well. The good thing about the community is people just reach out to you and say, yo, I run a bar or I work here and I do this and that. And that's the amazing thing about the community, man. It's unique, but we definitely get something done in London. Definitely. In order for Arsenal to win against City in the Cup, they have to play at the game and not the occasion. Yeah, you've got to remove emotion. It's difficult, though, because City seem to know how to go in that mode of being a robot, you know? The real GOAT of Jamaica is Leon Bailey. Yeah, he probably thinks he's the GOAT of Jamaica when you hear his interviews. Me them come for watching. Yo, Leon, relax, bro. You don't even play well for Jamaica. So I don't know why he does interviews talking like that, like he actually balls out for Jamaica. He doesn't. I read somewhere the Jamaican FA is trying to call up Raheem Sterling. He's not allowed to anyway, because he's played for England in major competitions. He can't. It's too late for that. Yasser said, hi, Curtis, you get me through a lot. Being deaf and parents being unwell due to kidney failure. Genuinely, you're a genuine person with a genuine heart. May God give you everything. Yasser, man, I appreciate that, man. Do you know what? Somebody asked me the other day, and again, you know me, I move like a unks. Apparently, I can add the subtitles to the show because somebody said the other day that they don't hear well and can I add the subtitles. I was looking at it, so I'm going to try and add that. John Candy is the Jamaican GOAT. Enough people say, I know we can't believe Jamaica, we have a bobsleigh team. We have the one Reese and the one Junior. You Brenner and my man Sanka. Yo, I'm telling you, cool runnings, man. When I watch the Winter Olympics, that movie's incredible, man. I swear down. You know, when you're a kid, sometimes you think movies are real. You see movies, you go, yo, is that real? Like, did Godzilla really walk through the city like that? No, not quite. Sanka. Yeah, man. Reese. Cool Runnings is a timeless movie, even though them Jamaican accents some of them were very shady, you know what I mean? I don't know what part of Jamaica them man were from, but I respect the effort anyway. We'll let it slide. Daniel said, Curtis, small request from the community. He said his dad's going through heart surgery in a few months. Just some prayers. Big fan of the show, just like me. Best community in the world. His name's Masood. Big up to Masood. And blessings to you, man. Hopefully he comes through. And Daniel, let us know how things go. You always need a little, inspiration, and a prayer never goes unwanted, you know. So hopefully strong recovery from your dad and keep us informed, you know. Get Glock 14 on. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Ever thought of putting your streams on Spotify? YouTube ads making a watch. Is it bad? Do you know the worst thing, Ryan? I don't even ad. Basically, YouTube will have a certain amount of adverts on every stream. That's obviously how they make money. But content creators can add more. I don't add any ads. I just leave it at the lowest level because I know from watching content, there's nothing more frustrating than some 30-second unskippable ad that you've got to watch. So I just say, I would rather you have a better viewing experience. You're more likely to come back, even though you can earn more money. Because I think if you enjoy the watching experience, you're likely to come back anyway. So it's frustrating if you're watching these streams back and getting a lot of ads, because I genuinely don't add any of them. Spotify, yeah, I mean, again, you know me, I move like an unks, you know, I need to, people are telling me you need to start adding your live streams to TikTok, Facebook and Twitter, and you'll get more views, and we'll get there. We'll get there in the end, people. I'll see you when we get there, if we ever get there. Will you shut up about the damn Swiss? Derice. Hope you get sponsored. Yeah, I've had Proton a few times, you know. I've had Proton a number of times, man. Jim said it's my 58th birthday today, an Arsenal supporter since 77. You're my #1 fan channel. Happy birthday to you, bro. Big up your damn self on your birthday. And Arsenal are going to deliver. I reckon we'll get about, it depends who he brings on, but I reckon we'll get 7 or 8 goals today. People, I've got a Hotmail. Like, you don't believe, I haven't got a Gmail. I'm on Hotmail. Do you know what I mean? I'm not there yet, people. Do you know what I mean? But it is what it is. Take a look at Zico and Socrates in 82 Ballers. Zico's, bro, I've watched so many Brazil videos. Zico's amazing. Jorginho as well. Would you take the Prem only right now, or would you let the season play out? I've seen that question everywhere, right? It's such a tough question to answer because we haven't won a league for 21 years. So who am I to say no to the Prem? I suppose it's Arsenal. I would have to take it, to be honest, just to stop the thought. But that would mean losing the Carabao Cup final. No, roll the dice. I'm rolling the dice for the 666. I'm rolling it because I think we can win the Carabao Cup. I think we can win the Prem. I think we can have more than win the dog at the front of that team photo. So I'm rolling the dice, man. I want the Champions League more than the Prem. I might be in a minority, but I need that star above the badge. Oh, Gyökeres is on. Saka's off. Come on, Yok. Get those goals up. I am actually delighted with that change. Why am I changing it to 4-0? To 5-0, like we've just scored. My mind actually went blank there. I'm trying to do the timer. Gyökeres is on and Saka is off. To be fair, Saka's been out injured, so 45 minutes is good. I need Gyökeres to get a couple goals here, by the way. Imagine Jamaica win the World Cup. Bro, there'll be parties even if they qualify for the World Cup. Never mind winning it. They ain't winning no World Cup. Them being at the World Cup will be enough. Big up Midnight. Sam has said, where is MJ? Undercover Gunners supporter. I told you, man, MJ's a Man United fan that loved Thierry Henry secretly. I think MJ deep down likes Arsenal, but when he expresses it, it comes out as hate. I think he loves Arsenal deep down. Love the Jamaican accent, asking for a coffee with almond milk. Almond milk, man said he wants almond milk, blood clot, kingfish. Yo, Jan. Jan's had some experiences with the Jamaican culture, you know. Big up to Jan. Sam has said Bob's greatest ever concert was in Zimbabwe, 1980. Yo, he's powerful, man. Bob is just, his music is genuinely going to live on forever. I don't think his music will ever be out of fashion. The message is too strong, too powerful. Big up Mick, man. He said he was 74 last Thursday, listening to you at Edinburgh Airport, flying back to Ireland after visiting the relatives. What a legend. That's crazy, man. You know, like, it's just crazy to think the age differences. And big up Mick, 74 years of age, locked in, listening in. Big up yourself, safe flight. And hopefully we win this game about 10-0. Look at this guy, Temiola. Big up Katis and the Cone unit. That K thing's got to stop. It's just out of order at this point. But we let it slide. I don't mind a bit of banter anyway. But you're a disgrace, though. You are a disgrace. If we win the World Cup, it would be like it'd be crazy. Jamaica ain't winning the World Cup, though. Yeah, that one in Jamaica where he was holding the two politicians in his hand, and that one was a powerful one. That one's on the documentary and everything. Curtis, you got your Levi's. Yo, Latvian Guna, relax, man. No Levi jeans and no Curtis with a K, man. You know what I mean? Look at this, look, Dominic Curtis Lewin. Keep that handbag merchant away from me. Big C, I got my girl a gift. Levi jeans. Yeah, get her the Levi jeans. I don't want no Levi jeans. What I always me said, I'm from Mars. The aliens love your streams. Oh, dear me. I tell you what, sometimes you felt like an alien watching Arsenal over the years. When Obafemi Martin scored the winner in the I think it was the Carling Cup final back then. Yeah, we all felt a bit alien-like. I need Gyökeres to score, I can't lie. I need a Gyökeres goal because I need his numbers. I need 20 in all comps, minimum. He's got 13. He's got 45 minutes. Let's get a goal or two. It looks like Gabriel Jesus is playing attacking midfield where Saka was playing, probably as a 10. Which is funny because people in the community the other day were saying, bring him on in the 10 role. Keith said, Curtis, can I have your jumper? I mean, look, you know me, I'm known for the odd giveaway. But I do like this jumper, I'll be honest with you. So, if we win something, I'll do some giveaways. But to take the actual hoodie off me that I'm wearing at the time, just relax, you know what I mean? Just chill. There will be giveaways at some stage, Keith, but just go easy. You know what I mean? I love Skelly in this match. And Eze said fully Gaza Campbell. Now, hopefully Saka's not hurt. Have you guys read anything online? I'm sure that would have just been... Hey! Dodgy back pass by Wigan goes out for a corner to Arsenal. I would imagine... Remember, Saka wasn't due to start this game. He only started because there was an injury to Calafiori, so 45 minutes would have been good for him. You know what I mean? Watching from the International Space Station. Yeah, we're on the moon, people. We're on the moon. Take me to the moon. The only competition Jamaica is... Nah, relax, man. We can win something in the Winter Olympics, surely. Cool runnings. Skelly's playing well, man. I love it when he drops into midfield and just drifts past people. Corner to Arsenal. They want the shirt off your back, you know what I mean? I know I ripped one shirt, but we can't rip the hoodie. Corner taken short. Rolls it to the edge of the box. Clipped in. Oh, it's headed away. Help back on. Jesus should have scored. He was onside as well. 6 yards out. No, now the offside flag goes up. Bob Marley, Could You Be Loved is one of my favourite songs. There's so many, bro. Honestly, there's so many and they're so powerful. You know? They're so powerful, man. Three Little Birds is by my doorstep. You know what I mean? Ajax come out to that song. I used to sing that song to Cruz when he was a baby to get him to sleep. It's crazy. Those songs are incredible. Curtis with the Lambo and Mansion giveaway. Yeah, if only. If I give away a Lambo, it'll be a toy. You know what I mean? Toys R Us. Does Toys R Us even exist anymore? You know, when you was a kid, them toy shops were like dream worlds, weren't they? Toys R Us, Jolly Green Giant. I think that was a toy shop. Big C, Tina Henry in Dominica is 92, and she watches your streams. That is incredible. That is incredible. 92 years of age. Big up to Tina Henry tuning in to the streams. That is legendary, man. One of Bob Marley's sons follows me on Twitter. I think Julian Marley. He follows me. He's a big Arsenal fan, apparently. Sama said Jamaica, Nigeria might win the World Cup through England. The French went mental on Trevor Noah when he said Africa won the World Cup. Yeah. That's the only way, probably. Big up John, who said, hello, Curtis, watching from Ireland. Celebrated your 80th on the 8th of Feb. Keep it up. Enjoy your slant on the team. Legendary, man. Legendary. Here's a chance. Martinelli gets into the area. Oh, it wasn't Martinelli. Shows how much I know. It's Ben White. And it's cleared. It's Smith's now. Has Toys R Us gone, has it? Toys R Us is discontinued. That's sad, man. Those shops were just staples growing up of the community. Christmas time, Toys R Us, you couldn't get no better. Free kick to Arsenal on the halfway line. One good thing about me, when it hits you, feel no pain. Exactly. Music is powerful, man. Music can really dictate your mood. Jesus pass into Gyökeres. Not a great ball. It was blocked. I didn't know it'd been gone for ages. So many shops, man, when you was a kid. Woolworths, JJB Sports. They just disappeared, don't they? Gunnar Neal said it's his 52nd in June the 18th while the World Cup is on. Listen, summertime. I'm a summertime baby, man. I love it. Oh, what a ball by Skelly, looking for Martinelli. Terrible cross. He's offside anyway. We've had a few offsides, man. Game Station, yeah. That was a classic. I don't even know if he's offside there. He looks like he's in line, I think, if we had VAR. Although they don't check offsides, do they? Hopefully I will be at the World Cup. Yep, that's the plan. I don't know where yet, though. That's where the planning is going to be. Toys R Us is part of Smith's, is it actually? Used to work in Woolworths on the pick and mix section, yeah. I used to go in Woolworths, right? Put about £4 worth of sweets in the bag. And then as you go to weigh it, you used to hold it above the sort of metal tray a little bit so that you could remove a bit of the weight. So you'd have like £4 worth of sweets in there, but it'd be like 95 pence. I'd be like, yeah, I'm good with that. And then you'd press the button, it would print it off, you'd put it on there and then scan it and then just hope they don't clock you, because you're like, yo, how come this bag feels as heavy as a concrete brick? It's Gyökeres! Hits the post! Should have scored. Oh, man, should have scored that. This weighs as much as a brick, and it's 95 pence. Allegedly, by the way. You know, Woolworths doesn't exist now, so allegedly I may have done that, but I will never admit to it. But yeah, possibly, allegedly, maybe, we had a big bag of sweets. Maybe I was part of the reason, yeah, they went out of business. They couldn't keep up. I think we all did that at one stage, right? Or maybe just me. It is all online shopping. It's, you know, like, again, I know I'm doing up UNC settings again. But when you was younger, going shopping was amazing. Like, yo, I'm going to go shopping. Oh, that got a deflection, the Gyökeres shot. Nowadays, you just go, I'll go on my phone. Can get next day delivery. You're excited tracking it, like, where's the delivery? And then people don't really shop now, do they? Oh, Wilco's has still got the pick and mix. They've got Woolworths in South Africa, have they? They're on the attack, cleared by Saliba. I've got a feeling this second half's going to slow down a little bit. How do players like Jesus and Havertz earn 200k a week? I think the problem was when we went to buy Jesus 22-23, City are the champions. We're not very good. We weren't even in the Champions League. How do you entice a player to come to Arsenal in that situation? You got to throw the bag at him. You got to throw the bag at him, so they give him 240 grand a week, I think he's on. The Havertz one was crazy. I just never understand that deal. But here's Martinelli, left-hand side, takes on the defender. Oh, his cross doesn't seem to get past that first man at the near post. Eze does well. Free kick to Arsenal, 25 yards out. We could do with Eze whipping this in the top corner. Annie Greasy said, Blockbusters was Friday night. Oh, mate, Blockbuster, Friday night, brand new movie, bag of popcorn, maybe some sweets. Unbelievable. Unbelievable that was. But yeah, they've been gone a long time, haven't they? I always used to take the films back late and I get charged loads of money. I'll be like, come on, man, let me off. I forgot. Who's over the free kick? Eze. Gyökeres is over it. I've seen Gyökeres score a couple free kicks for Sporting Lisbon in his goals. Fum said Woolworths is big in Australia, top 2 supermarket. Wow. Did you see the new Football is Freedom collection Adidas released? The new Jamaica kits are fire, bro. I'll be totally honest with you. Some of them are getting copped. Like, I'm probably going to get the away kit and one of the training kits, but they're them shirts you're like, yeah, on holiday I'm wearing that. It's got Bob Marley on it. Ah, oh, come on. I'm all over that. So that's got holiday vibe written all over it. Come on. Free kick to Arsenal. Eze to take it 25 yards out. Whip this over the wall in that top corner, and I will be hyped. Come on, Ebbs. Run up. Oh, it's a poor free kick. It's blocked. Got nowhere near enough height on it. Fighting over the DVDs. Yeah, exactly. Which film you wanted to watch. Who has got the armband? That's a great point. I think, has Ben White got it? I actually can't see who's got it on. Who's wearing the armband? Just then, it looked like Ben White might have had it on his arm, but I didn't see it properly. Could it be Jesus? Yeah, I don't know. Has anyone seen it? I thought it was Ben White, but it could be Jesus. Benny Blanco, yeah? Yeah, I thought so. It looked like he had an armband on. Saka came off at half-time. Feels like Emirates Cup game, yeah? Oh, bro, the Jamaica kits are crazy. And the training kits as well. They're so nice. Come on. Surely we don't go all half without scoring. Spirit of Bob Marley kits. Clean, man. Let me show you these. These are banging. I haven't even got the pictures of the training kits, actually. I just found the kits. Look at them. Summertime. I do actually really like the home kit, but it's got a collar on it, man. I don't like shirts with collars on. I just find them a bit old school, a bit restricting with the button on. I'm going to get the away kit. It's got the Bob Marley logo at the bottom. Football is freedom. That away kit is getting copped this week, by the way. I might even order that tonight. That's got holiday vibes written all over it. All over it. Yeah, I will be buying that. But yeah. Oh, the Adidas, the Argos catalogue, when you used to just tick things off. Yeah, I want that, I want that, I want that. And then you didn't get hardly any of them. No, occasionally you got the odd one. Here's Martinelli going on a run. Eze! Oh, hits the side netting. Great run. Unlucky, Ebbs. Get your confidence back, man. We want to see that smile back. Angle's a bit tight. It's very easy to remove the collar. How though? How do you cut it off? I don't know what you do. The home kit looks great, to be fair. Yes, young salmon's coming on. Don't make any jokes about fish either, you know. This probably means a lot to him. He came on against Portsmouth. Forget Saliba. Yes! Mikel, you can't tell me AirPod Albert's not locked in. He's locked in, man. I said get Saliba off early. Yes, Salmon. Saliba for Salmon. I think he's only 16, isn't he? Nonny's off. Who's he bringing on? Harold Salmon, Marley Salmon, 16. He's not even 17 until August. Nonny is off. Trossard's on. Marley Tuna. I knew one of you would do it. You just couldn't help yourself, could you? You could not help yourself. Buffalo Soldier. Buffalo Soldier. Dreadlock Rasta. I probably got to go Buffalo Soldier, man. In the heart of the Caribbean. Yo, it's vibes. Happy, yeah. Give Saliba a rest. Sack her off. Ideally, I don't want Declan Rice to come on, man. Keep him off. Oh, jamming is... There's too many. There's too many. Jamming is one of the best. Stir it up. Redemption song. Redemption song's powerful. Come on, we need that Gyökeres goal, man. I need his numbers to go up. Here's Trossard. Great ball into Eze. Eze turns. Ref! Penalty ref! No, he fell a bit easy. VAR! VAR! I think he fell to the ground a bit easy there. Well done, Lewis Skelly. Oh, and then he gives away a silly free kick. No woman, no cry. There's too many, man. Trenched all right, unless that. Trenched all right. There's too many. Could You Be Loved is goated. It's one of the best, isn't it? Get him, Trout. Look, the fish jokes, you lot. I'm telling you, the guy's 16. Look, no salmon, no cry. Like, you just... It's shameless, but I can't help but find it funny because I've just got that kind of personality. You know, I just, you know, I mean, look at Doctor. He said, you can tune a piano, but you can't tune a fish. It's just, it's so immature. But I think deep down, you know, the key to life is you have to act like a child at times. Just make sure it's at the right time, not at a time where you do need to be mature. But you've always got to have that silly nature where you can act like a child at times. Concrete jungle, yeah. Look, something fishy's going on here. Yeah, we refuse to grow up, man. We're just big children at the end of the day. That's all we are. Renting a game from Blockbuster, having a game night with the boys was lit. 100%. 100%. Damian Marley, yeah, legend. Kepa's played all right, I think. He seems to like punching the ball away. Here's Trossard. Eze. We want Eze and Gyökeres goal. Great little... Here we go. No, is that a penalty, ref? Oh, Gyökeres looking for a pen. I love that little ball that Eze rolls into the striker's feet and then tries to get the 1-2. Here's a chance. Ben White. Oh, Gyökeres on the floor again. Get up, man. Jeez. Always a big kid. Yeah, you have to be, don't you? You have to be. Look at that. No salmon, no rice. That is a banger. That is, yo. I like that one. As long as salmon doesn't get smoked. Exactly. Smoked salmon. Gyökeres, yeah, Gyökeres. John Cena's up front again. The Fugees, no one want no cry was excellent. We really seem to get pens. Yeah, we don't get too many. I still have game consoles like PlayStation 1, 2, and PSP. Wow, some of them can be quite expensive nowadays, man. They re-release a lot of them as well. Bigger fish to fry. It's like a fish out of water. 8-0, yeah, we might stop. It might just end up being 4-0. I did predict 4-0. Hey, Kappa just about gets there. He's offside anyway. Could you be rice? That's making me hungry now, actually. I could do with some like jerk chicken and rice now. I could really do with some jerk chicken and rice. You know, sometimes you talk about food, you get hungry. Like, I just got hungry all of a sudden. I think we will score again, but I don't think it's going to be like 8-0. I think we'll score like 1 or 2 more. Hope we get first place this season. I see what you did there, Paul. These jokes, they're shameless. They really are. You take Saeed up front rather than Jesus. Oh, man. Jesus got to leave in the summer, and he's got to go. He's got to move on. You're boiling white rice as we speak. I'm telling you, I'm hungry now. I need some dinner after this stream. Chicken, rice and peas, 2 festival. That's what I need. That's what I need. Did you see Ja Rule moving plane seat? Well, he actually came off the plane, apparently. I saw that. Here's Martinelli. Martinelli's on the right now. Trossard on the left. Ball whipped in. It's a poor cross. So Ja Rule and Uncle Murder get on the plane. They're in like first class. Ja Rule gets on the plane. They end up having an argument, but they're saying that Ja Rule purposely made loads of noise so that the air stewardess kicked him off the plane because he didn't want to be on the plane, obviously, with those two. But yeah, I like that. All them interviews are good, man. They're always entertaining. I think they've got a podcast now, aren't they? Trossard twisting and turning, clips it in. Oh, it's cleared for a corner. Stephen Marley and Sizzler, rock stone. Harry said, love your channel, Big C. Even though I watch the games, always have you on as well. It's the norm now. I appreciate that. You got four? I was just going to say 4. 5 Guys for lunch wasn't very good. You know, on Sunday, like, I need, like, no, because it's the end of the week. I need proper dinner. Like, I don't like having, like, a burger on a Sunday. I need some chicken, some rice, some salad, you know what I mean? A proper dinner. Fresh salmon of Bel Air. Oh, my days. Ball whipped in. Oh, keeper collects it. Sharks are coming, and all we have is salmon. You tried Yardman's Jamaica restaurant yet? You could do a food review. He's got a restaurant, and in South London. I actually need to go and check him. You know, I actually need to go and check him. I don't really go South London often. I'll be honest. It's like the other end of the world, man. But I should go and check him. No, has Vlad exposed Jay-Z? I haven't seen that. Free kick to Wigan, about 50 yards out. The game's gone a bit slow. 22 minutes to go. We haven't scored in this half. I'm a bit disappointed. But the game's wrapped up anyway. I'm not too disappointed. Yeah, caviar pancakes in Dubai, penguin wings in Antarctica. That's all Yayo talks about, innit? Is the lifestyle, and you know what I mean? You always used to go to Yardman's shop and debate Arsenal. How good's the food, J Dime? Be honest. I know Yardman's one of our people, but is the food quality, or what are we saying? Here's a chance. Martinelli, look, he's getting greedy. Whips it in. Gyökeres. Oh, we wasted that. Should have played the ball quicker, Martinelli. Is Jamaican food really good? If it's cooked properly, it's amazing. You know, that's what I'll say. I think it's the same with most foods. There aren't many like foods where you would go, oh, their food is terrible. You would say, if that food is cooked properly, it's nice. Italian food done properly, amazing. Indian food, Chinese food, Mexican food, Cuban food, Jamaican food, all night. I suppose it all depends on the chef. All depends on the quality of the cook. Salmon, white rice. Curtis stated he's hungry. Bro, I'm telling you, man. I'm peckish. I can't wait for this stream to finish. I want some dinner. Jamaica food is #1 for me. Mutton and rice. Yeah. Nigerian, I've had a bit of night. Yeah, jollof and stuff. A little bit. I had a little bit. Jemiah's in Birmingham. He's dope. Turtle Bay. Again, man, it depends on the chef, man. You know, them sort of places there a lot of the time, I don't feel like you get the authentic. Do you know what I mean? Them big restaurants, I don't feel like you always get the authentic taste of, you need to go to the backstreet takeaway, you know what I mean, to get the proper. I don't really deal with Turtle Bay like that. We should have scored this half. We definitely should have scored. Come on. Jesus wins it back. Let's get another one. I want Eze or Gyökeres to score. Pass. Oh, Jesus gives it away. The draw's tomorrow. I think it's before the game tomorrow night. Who's actually playing tomorrow night? Macclesfield against Brentford. Yeah, won't be watching that. We'll not be watching that. Although, actually, I don't know. No, I won't. Yeah, I heard some of J. Cole's album. It is J. Cole. You knew what you're going to get. It's quality. Big up SC Gunner, just logged in to the Arsenal app. See if any tickets are available. It won't let me in. Thanks, Trump. What game are you trying to get tickets for? Try Granny's Caribbean on Shrewd Green Road, M4. Nice, yeah? All right, big up, Nick. Neil says you should try Roger's Kitchen in Camden. Yeah, man, I like, give me them recommendations, or Jeremiah's in Brum. You just know the ones that are going to be good. Yum Yums is nice, yeah. Near the stadium, actually. That's why I always tell people, when people are like, oh, I'm going to the Emirates and I'm buying food in the stadium, I'm like, you're mad, bro. Don't buy no food in the stadium. The only good food you can get in the Emirates is if you're in like club level or you're in a box and you're getting cooked food from the chef. Any good food yard spots in Notts? Yeah, so you got Jamrock in St Anne's, where I'm from. A lot of people go to Hot and Spicy in Radford. That one's nice. Jamaica Ways as well. I used to go there back in the day. You got some good Jamaican shops in Notts, I can't lie. Some good ones. They're all in the ends, you know what I mean? You got to go to the ends to get the best food. Apparently the Arsenal apps changed. Mr. T's as well, yeah. Donna's Caribbean restaurant in Miami. I had some nice Cuban food in Miami, man. That was nice. 17 minutes to go, people. We're all getting hungry talking about food. You know when the food conversation starts that the game, not a lot's happening. Here's Trossard. Keeper collects it. Our quality hasn't been as good second half. The job's done in it already. J Way's Soup. Oh, my days. I used to go there on a Saturday in the winter and get the soup before football. Oh, my days. Unreal. Unreal. No, I haven't been to Yardman's shop. I am actually going to make a conscious effort to go and check out the shop and see, because he has said a few times to come and see the shop. He's just so far. It's so far away, man. You have got to get there early. Bro, honestly, I'm starving now, people. I need dinner as soon as this stream finishes. I can't wait for this game to finish now. I'm starving. Yeah, sold out early, man, that soup. As we said, people, you don't go to a Jamaican shop for customer service. You just don't. They might kiss their teeth. They might give you a dirty look. They might ignore you. They might give you no explanation for why the item is sold out that you want. You are not going there. Don't get me wrong. Every now and then, you might get someone in there that is, you know, but the food is what you're there for. You know what I mean? You're like, yo, you got any jerk chicken? No, sell out. You know, so in a normal shop, you'd expect them to like explain, okay, we don't have jerk chicken, but we've got mutton and rice, we got the curried goat, but they'll just sell out and then just stare at you. Come on, Ebbs! Eze! Oh, that's handball, ref! Give the penalty! No! Eze tried to find Martinelli and it's blocked. They're appealing for a penalty, but they haven't given it. The B team is more fun to watch. What is that, Martinelli? That's the easiest ball. How has he not found him there? That's handball, by the way. It was outside the area, to be honest. Man, laugh if you ask for oxtail. You know what I mean? Oh, man. Do you know what? I've never been as hungry on a stream. I don't know why. I've ate today as well. It's not like I ain't ate all day. I'm starving. I'm absolutely starving now I'm talking about food. The moment this stream finishes, dinner's starting. Oh, man. Jamaican patty, nice, flaky. Oh, I need some food. Do you think KFC... Did you rate KFC growing up? I think it's overrated. It is a bit. It is a bit. Like, the chicken's all right. You know, the skin is tasty, but I don't really eat it often. I don't eat it often. I like KFC in Jamaica, by the way. I'm not just saying that, because they have different flavors of the chicken. No, I'm absolutely starving. Oh, yard shops on a Sunday? Yeah, no chance. And they're going to open at like 1 in the afternoon when they do open as well. It's crazy. Oh, lamb patty and cocoa bread. Man, getting hungry. KG went to Yardman Restaurant, did a vlog, ordered curry goat meal. His card declined. Oh, my days. I'm going to try and find that vlog. Big up KG, man. What a guy. Big up SC Guna, who's gifted 5 memberships to the community. I'm going to try and gift 5, to be honest, because you've turned up. Sometimes it doesn't work. And today it looks like it's one of them days. It's just one of those days. Just one of the... Oh, no. Ben White's down injured. We do not want to see that. Dry cry, even tears, even my heart cries, but who cares? I don't know what's going on here, but it's only letting me gift 1 membership. What am I going to do with 1? I need to gift you at least 5. It's going to have to be 1 then. It's not even giving me the option of clicking 5. Well, 1 membership, I'm afraid, guys. 1's better than none, though, right? I don't even know if that's gone through. What is going on here? Has that 1 even gone through? How is it only letting me gift 1 membership? Who even got the 1 membership? Trace the Golden got the membership. Oh, there we go. Zubermendi's coming on, people. Ben White coming off. I hope he's not injured. Arsenal had it. Saka off and all the goals dried up. I told you, man. Saka in the 10. He might not have scored, but he looked dangerous. Well, we've gifted 1 membership. David Raya in the crowd. KDO said, Pepe's Peri Peri bangs. The rice box is pure heaven. I don't think I've ever been there. Is it like sort of like a Nando's, is it? I've seen them around, but I've never ate there, I'll be honest. Zubby's on. Zubby is on. Lee Declan Rice is not coming on. He needs the whole break. Yeah, golden ticket. You know what I mean? 1. Why is it only letting me gift 1? Yeah, that's the thing. A lot of KFCs are like, the hygiene ratings aren't very good if you look into it. What I would say is if you're ever going to go to a KFC, I promise you, check out the hygiene rating. Because some of them are dirty. Korean food. I have tried Korean food before. I had some Korean barbecue chicken. It was nice. It was spicy, though. Who's the captain now? How have we had a whole 45 we ain't got a Gyökeres or a Eze goal? Chicken dumpling, Victoria Centre Market. Oh, my days. I used to go there for a patty, chicken patty. Flaky one. Come on, Ebbs. Here we go. Trossard out wide. Lift your head up, bro. We haven't created well in this half. I think the game was finished at half time. But I want 1 more goal. Although I predicted 4-0 on Forever and I need the points. So if it does end 4-0, I'll take it. Anyone seen E. Ross lately? He has been in streams. I don't think he's been out for a while, has he? I'm sure I've seen E. Ross in the chat over the last week or so. But hopefully he's all right. Here's Eze. 10 minutes to go. Saka did played in the 10. First half. Oh, what a ball by Skelly into Trossard. Trossard's been kicked. He's limping. Oh, what's he doing? Did he get stamped on or has he pulled something? Yeah, E. Ross has been about, man. I've definitely seen him in the chat. Not today, but like over the last week. I'm sure he's been in. Can we get another goal? Oh, it picks out the wrong pass. This is literally like a training session. Good play by Norgard. We're going to have done all right, man. They've put up a good... Oi! Norgard clamps him. That's going to be a yellow card for Buzz Lightyear. Have you ever thought about doing vlogs, non-football related? Yeah, I probably could. Maybe for the World Cup. I think that would make sense. Do you know what it is? I'm constantly on the camera. So sometimes when you go and travel and stuff, you think, right, no camera. Let me just, you know what I mean? Relax. But I think the World Cup would be a good one to do vlogs because it's so relevant. It's football related. It's traveling. We could do other things as well. Foods that we could try foods, especially as I'm so hungry right now. We could try foods in America or Mexico or Canada. You know, like when I went Philadelphia, we had the cheesesteak, or when I went Miami, I had some Cuban food. That would be good. Here's Jokeres. Jokeres ain't had it. Oh, that's a foul. He should get a yellow. Oh, I hope Jokeres ain't done his shoulder there. You know, he grabbed his shoulder straight away. Aye, he doesn't stay down often. He's holding his shoulder. Pulled his shoulder back. Oh, I hope he hasn't landed on his shoulder. He pulled his arm back, then takes him out, and he lands on the shoulder. You're in a podcast with Fitz. Fitz is, honestly, man, that guy, his passionate rants in the member streams are legendary. A few of you have messaged about editing. I will get back to you, people, because I am going to start doing some, getting somebody to do some editing for me, because I'm just not making the most of the short form content. You know what I mean? I don't upload anything on TikTok. I don't do YouTube Shorts. And there's a lot of things on here that could be clipped. So, and other people are clipping them and getting views. So we got to do them ourselves before these lot do them. You need to go Popeye's chicken in the US. I think I've been Popeye's. I've been Popeye's before. I love Chick-fil-A in America, man. I love Chick-fil-A. Short form content, more consumed these days. Yeah. This second half's been a bit boring. We've hardly spoken about the game. I've just got hungry as the half's gone on. KDO said you need to take a break from the Prem, watch Liga. Oh, Martinelli's header save, should have scored. Take a break, La Liga. The Rem PSG game was brilliant on Friday. The Juve in. Do you know the thing? I actually watch other leagues, but I just don't stream them that much. I like French football, you know. It's feisty. It is. Serie A I used to love growing up. And obviously La Liga's quality. Dundalk. Hey, Dundalk. I actually want to go and watch Dundalk play a game just because I've slandered them so much. Are Rangers playing Hearts now? Didn't Celtic get beat today? I'm sure I seen they were losing. Celtic won. Wow. 97th minute winner. Rangers are winning 3-2. Who's top of the league then? Rangers. Hearts are still top. I didn't know that. Do you watch Formula One? Do you know what? Nah. Do you know what? I'm a bit of a Glory fan. Hey, Setford is coming on. This guy, you can't tell me this guy ain't listening. I swear down, so many things that I've said today. I said, yo, play Saka in the 10. He plays him in the 10. Give Setford a run out. He does it. I said, get Saliba off when we're winning. He does it. FIFA sub settings. You know, when you've got one sub left and you ain't got no outfield players. It's going to bring Setford on for the last 4 minutes plus time added on. Started watching Italian League, Juventus in particular. There's a big game tonight, I think, in Italy. I'm sure. Is it Napoli against who are they playing? Oh my days. Atletico lost 3-0. Just battered Barcelona in the week. They lost 3-0 to Rayo Vallecano. Napoli against Roma. Napoli against Roma. Wow. Inter are top by 8 points. Kepa comes off for Setford. Go on, Tommy, lad. I'm happy for Setford, man. It's hard as like a third choice keeper, you know. Yeah, he's not listening, to be fair. I wanted him to be a striker. Yeah, even on the tours and that, Setford seems like a cool guy, man. Apparently he's a very good goalkeeper, by the way. Ion said, what a pointless sub, but when you're a young kid who doesn't get a lot of football at Arsenal. That'll mean a lot to him. So I actually don't think it is pointless. I would have brought him on a little bit earlier, giving him 15 minutes. Imagine Kepa refused to come off, yeah? Remember he did that for Chelsea in the cup final. Penalty spot. Apart from Gabriel's set-piece goals, do you see Mosquera pushing him for the starting place? Nah, I think Gabriel's still ahead of him. But I do like Mosquera. MC said 3 of us from Dundalk coming over for the Chelsea match in a fortnight. Yo, big up, man. Big up. Kepa did agree this time. Free kick. Setford comes for it. There you go. Brilliant. Well done, Tommy Setford. Delighted for him. Comes out, collects the cross. Trust me, this will mean a lot to him. We might look at it as a pointless sub and 4 minutes. Yo, man, that'll mean a lot to him. FA Cup appearance. Come on, catch the ball. Maybe make a save. He'll be delighted. You could see Kepa was genuinely pleased for him as well. 3 minutes to go. 3 minutes to go. I can't believe 4-0 in the... What was it, like the 25th minute? 27 minutes, 4-0. 88th minute, still 4-0. I would have said, after those 4, I would have said we're going to win 7 or 8-0. Okay, so Curtis, I got you as I'm enjoying lunch in DC. Passing the energy to you. Big up, man. I'm dreaming of dinner right now. Tommy Setford. Oh, Tommy. Tommy Setford. Norgard's passing's been outstanding. He's been good. Yo, these man doing back heels galore. Wigan clear it, though. It's too congested, isn't it? I think we've moved the ball a lot slower in the second half, so Wigan have found it easier to defend. First half, we moved the ball so quick. Eze! Oh, unlucky on the turn. Those little... That's what Eze's about, man. Unlucky. Great turn. Bang. Oh, hey, unlucky. He's been good today. Yeah, I might do Benfica Real Madrid. Norgard man of the match from the commentator. Fair play to him. Him or Eze, definitely. Second half has been boring. We've spoken about food more than football. Norgard's won me over. I thought I would hate this guy. He's good. Just one of them solid players, isn't he, Donny? Like, he'll give you like a solid performance every time he plays. I would probably have edged Eze as man of the match, just because he opened the game up. That ball to Noni was class as well. Is Eze 25 yards out. It's inside. Oh, shots deflected and cleared. Food for football, yep. First half football, second half food. I think Wigan have put up a solid account of themselves, to be honest. You know, I hope they stay up. At 4-0 down after 27 minutes, you're thinking you're going to lose like 8 or 9-0 and embarrass yourself here. But they've actually put up a good account of themselves since going a goal down. And they've had chances. They had a really good chance to score. So I think they've done all right for themselves, really. I think they'll take confidence from this. SJR's comments. I haven't seen that. Was that in the chat? Sorry, I haven't seen anything. Let me go back through the chat. I can't see anything. If somebody's saying something disrespectful in the chat, people, make me aware of it. I didn't see it. I'm just scrolling back through. I can't see it. We'll keep an eye. I'll keep an eye on it. Yeah, Yock seems all right. I don't think he's injured his shoulder. It looked like it could have been bad. Oh, Sir Jim Ratcliffe. I thought he was saying SJR was the name of somebody in the chat. Yeah, he's this great. I mean, he had no legacy at Man United, but I think he's finished himself at United with that comment. Genuinely. You can't, it shows how naive the guy is. And the guy's a hypocrite. Because he's talking about not paying tax. He doesn't even live in England. He moved to Monaco to avoid paying tax in England. Yet he's complaining about immigration. Immigration, bro, as a lot of immigrants have kept this country afloat, because a lot of immigrants are the people working in shops, in hospitals, building. playing for the English national team. Let's be real. A lot of the players who play for England have got parents who are from outside of England. Like, it's just an embarrassing. I mean, you've even got the Prime Minister saying he needs to apologise. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Arteta heard you predicting 4-0, and we've got it. We got the 4-0. I'm actually going to be off the bottom of the league in Forever Arsenal. You love to see it. The full-time whistle has gone. And Arsenal have won 4-0. Light work. Second half was a snore fest. And we got the job done, people. Yeah, I would have given Eze man of the match, but I've got no problem with Norgard. He was good as well. Those goals seem a long time ago, man. Noni Madueke got the goal. And then who got own goal? Got one. Martinelli and Gabriel Jesus. There we go. I forgot who scored the last goal then. 4-0. Job was done at half time. Game was over at half time anyway, so I don't mind. I'm glad that Declan Rice didn't come on, you know, just to save legs. So listen, it was a straightforward victory. I might go live for the draw tomorrow. I just need to check what time that is. I will check that. But anyway, I'll be live tomorrow around 1:30. So we'll have a quick review of the game and everything. It was a straightforward win. Job done. Good to see rotation. Mosquera, you know, clean sheet. Saliba got to come off after 60 minutes. No problem. Saka, 45 minutes in the tank. Job done. Ben White. Kepa came off for Setford. Great to see Setford get minutes. Nothing wrong with Kepa, by the way. So that was good. Martinelli with a goal. Saka in the 10. Everything was positive today. Jesus scores. Eze 2 assists. Noni good goal. Norgard solid. Salmon gets a run out. Job done. I'll be live tomorrow around 1:30. And then I'll try and find out exactly what time the FA Cup draw is tomorrow. And we might just do like a short 15-20 minute stream tomorrow night for the FA Cup draw, because sometimes they do it before the game on Monday night, sometimes they do it afterwards. So I'm just going to check tomorrow and try and find out what time the FA Cup draw is tomorrow and see who we get. All-star stream. Yeah, I mean, that would be good actually. Yeah, Macclesfield are playing Brentford, so I just need to find out when the stream is. Are they going to do it before or after the game? And we'll do that. But tune in tomorrow 1:30, and then we'll go through this game and whatever Arteta said in the press conference. We'll find out about Calafiori's injury. Does it look like a bad one? Hopefully not. Obviously, Odegaard's injured, but good performance today. Eze, Norgard, probably two of the standout players. And job done. We head into the FA Cup 5th round, people. Big up to everyone locked in. Hit the like button and subscribe. Thank you for your support and all the kind comments today. And I will see you all tomorrow, people. Bless.